Yeah, the skill set is not a question, it's guaranteed. A carpenter when I build songs, I hear my beats. So I write in my overalls and tool belt. Give them heat till I see the walls in the booth melt. That's what I speak about now instead of one day. Eyes on the prize and my bags on the runway. Success on my destination tags. Hearing some say, see it when you return. Nah, homie, it's a one-way. They hate it when you start at the same place, but then they get left. I'm like, what you expect? Even my name's great. Like I'ma sit around moving at the same pace. We want the same thing, but we don't go for it the same way. We're like a Mexican on his way to job for. Just finished washing some dishes about the mop floors. Like if that's what it takes to be the top dog, I ain't complaining about it, I'm getting on board.
I'm chasing my dream to success, I'm on a one-way ticket. My grind, my life, don't tell me how to live it. Champagne nights, strobe lights, and big screens. I'm just living my dream. I'm just living my dream.
I'm like sincere talking to buns. My whole life is about change. I switch it up, make it about face. Still I keep my eyes peeled aware when around face. Hating cause they know that everything I drop sounds great. Looking for ways to stop me but never found breaks. Wanna rain on my parade, ain't a cloud break. I live my life like a movie that's about fame. So on the DVD is where you see them outtakes. Maybe that's the reason my future gets so downplayed. Chasing steak and potatoes is why I'm out late. I'm born king, I'm just trying to keep my crown straight. Still coming home to a baby with a frown face. I guess the tag on success is a high price. So I'm proactive, no wait until the time's right. Till my clear skin's 15 and a limelight. I can't let nobody tell me how to live my life.
I'm gonna live my life. I'll do what I like. Champagne nights, strobe lights, and big screens. I'm just living my dream. I'm chasing my dream to success, I'm on a one-way ticket. My grind, my life, don't tell me how to live it. Champagne nights, strobe lights, and big screens. I'm just living my dream. I'm just living my dream. I'm chasing my dream to success, I'm on a one-way ticket. My grind, my life, don't tell me how to live it. Champagne nights, strobe lights, and big screens. I'm just living my dream. I'm just living my dream.
Yo. What's up? Hey. Hey, it's a marvelous Monday morning. It is April the 17th. Ooh, what's up, everybody? What's good with y'all? Salute. Hey, listen, y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be here with me, and I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate you. Listen, if no one told you this week, if no one told you today, if no one's told you this month or this year, yo, I got love for you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? It's love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. We need to start showing more love to one another. You know what I'm saying? We need to start showing more love, more appreciation, more caring, more compassion, more empathy for one another. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love. I appreciate y'all being here and coming through. We're going to have a fire show for y'all today. We're going to have a fire show for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully there's some things that, you know, even though I know y'all know a lot of stuff, even though I know that y'all know, but hopefully there's some things that you could get from this that maybe you forgot or maybe you haven't tuned into lately. You know what I'm saying? This will give you and put you on your way to having a great day. Not only a great day, but a great week. Not only a great week, but a great month. And then hopefully a great year. And then you can tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and we can make some change. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so let me speak to the people in the building. Yo, the Sim guy was here early. Yo, shout out to you, Darryl Long. Yo, salute to you, Darryl Long. Hey, Feminine Melanin University. How you doing today? I pray that you're doing well, and I pray all is well with you. Yo, A1 Day 1D. Can't nobody tell me how to live it. Hey, no doubt how to live your life, no doubt. Yo, what up? What up, J1, J1, J1? Nobody beats the is. Nobody beats the is. Oh, nobody beats the is. Nobody beats the is. Yo, shout out to you, J1. What's up? What's up? Yo, I appreciate y'all coming through. I appreciate y'all chopping it up with your boy. Yo, I want to share something with y'all a little early. Cellulite, what's good, my guy? What's the deal, man? How you? Man, some real ones in the building today. Some real ones are in the building today early. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we do. If you want to show your love, you can show your love through the Cash App $Israel Mills. Now, look, this is a little bit different. If you want your comments highlighted in red all stream long, then it's $Israel Mills, and I'll highlight your comments and read them all stream long for $20. All right. So without further ado, Black Trunk Podcast, what's good, family? I appreciate you got your popcorn early this morning. So I don't know if y'all have ever heard this. It's called The Man in the Glass. Now, The Man in the Glass, I thought originally was anonymous, but the author of A Man in the Glass is Peter Dale Wimbrough Sr., okay? When you get what you want and you struggle for self and the world makes you king for a day, just go to the mirror and look at yourself and see what that man has to say. For it isn't your father or mother or wife whose judgment upon you must pass. The fellow whose verdict counts most in this life is the one staring back from the glass. He's the fellow to please. Never mind all the rest, for he's with you clear to the end, and you've passed your most dangerous, difficult test when the man in the glass is your friend. You may fool the whole world down the pathway of years and get pats on the back as you pass. But your first reward, your final reward, will be heartache and tears if you cheated the man in the glass. Yo, let's don't cheat the man in the glass. You know what I'm saying? If you cheat that man in the glass, your final reward will be heartache and tears. And so that's where we're going to begin at. We're going to begin at the ending and bring it back. All right. So this is what it is. We got to start getting in our mirror, looking at that man, woman in the glass. When they say man, it's man, woman, that person in the glass. We got to start looking at that person in the glass, the peoples in the glass. And we have to start telling that person some positive things. Like Cat Williams said, you're looking mighty tall today. You get handsomer as the day goes on. As your life goes on, you get more handsome. Oh, you're getting tall today. So we got to start really, really talking to ourselves and having positive self-talk. That's where it all begins. See, I was watching Real Game, No Theory. Shout out to Real Game, No Theory, to Steve the Dean Williams, to Mr. Lucario, to Zag, to Mr. 1950, and to Miles Cunningham. I was watching that and caught a little brief stint of the episode. And what I noticed is most of these dudes, the issue with most of these dudes that call into the show and that are looking for game, they're looking, as Steve the Dean Williams is coined and famous for saying, they're surface dwellers, right? And what he means by they're surface dwellers is they're looking for everything outside of themselves for game. They're looking to women. They're looking to money. They're looking for everything else outside of themselves for game. As my favorite movie says, The Last Dragon, there's one place, and it is there, and only there, where you will see the master you seek. There's one place, and it is there, and only there, where you will find the master that you seek. Yo, what up, Terrell? What's going on? And that master is inside. That game is inside. Game is not about no woman. I'm sorry to tell you, game ain't about no woman. A woman is just something that comes along. One of the perks, one of the things that come along with game. Game is how you live your life. Game is your philosophy as a man. Yeah. We got to have philosophy as a man. We got to have standard as a man. We have to have requirements as a man. We need to know what we stand for. You know what I'm saying? What we stand for. What like Steve the Dean is famous for saying also your mission statement, your life statement, what you stand for. A man that does not stand for something will fall for anything. For anything. What are you saying to yourself, yo? What are we saying to ourselves in the morning? Are we saying, damn, you ugly? Your show is ugly. Are we saying to ourselves, damn, you broke? Your show is broke. Are we saying curse words like we can't afford stuff? Oh my God, that's a curse word. We don't say that. We do not say, y'all notice, y'all never heard me say that ever, and you never will besides this little introduction. We don't play that. Listen, if we sit in there and we are talking about things that we can't get, things that we can't, we don't say can't. We don't say can't. Who's the master? I am. No doubt, J1, I am. I'm the master. No doubt, I am. Yo, that was my favorite movie. Show enough. Show enough. You better know. You better ask somebody. But this is the thing. It's inside. It's inside. We get in that mirror and we start talking to ourselves. Yo, you beautiful. You look good today. You looking mighty fine. You looking mighty fine today, homeboy. Yo, you gotta talk to yourself. Pause, but tell yourself that. You know what I'm saying? You getting diesel. You know what I'm saying? You get into that bag, you getting that money, you doing your thing. We have to start talking to ourselves and telling ourselves things that we can believe. Because what the mind of the man can conceive and believe, it can achieve, says W. Clement Stone. W. Clement Stone. We have to start with ourselves. That's where the starting point of all achievement starts, is inside here. I know y'all are not super religious, and neither am I. At the same time, I ain't gonna lie. I love the Bible, and I love me some Jesus, Yahshua, whatever you want to call him. You want to call him Yahshua, you want to call him Jesus, you want to call him Esau, whatever you want to call him. I love the example because he walked around in power, right? And he says, seek you first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things will be added unto you. But also in Luke, where it says the kingdom of God is within you. It's within you. So when you seek first to know yourself, when you seek first, the first tenet is know thyself, to thine own self be true. When you seek first to know yourself, when you seek first to look inside, when you seek first to be the best representation of you, the best that you could be, then all things come after that. All things come after that. Everything that you want, everything that you desire, everything that you're looking to get, it first comes within you. You have to see it reflected in you. You see it, you speak it till you see it. Speak it until you see it. You see it, you speak it until it is made manifest. But you have to faith. What is faith? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So you're speaking those things that are not necessarily as though they were, and to bring it into manifestation. Now, we're not having church this morning, but I just want to let y'all know, because there's a lot of people walking around here unnecessarily unhappy, unnecessarily unfulfilled, unnecessarily out of their purpose, and we're walking around, we're lost. We've lost our way. We've lost our way because we're looking at here, we're looking at there, we're looking at everywhere instead of that man in the glass or woman in the glass. Fellas, the game starts here and here. Hey, great day, Artichoke Hearts. How you doing? Yo, it's the power of elevation. No doubt, J1. No doubt, J1. J1 know what it is. He got the glow. He got the glow. He got the glow. That boy good. That boy good. That boy good.
That boy is good.
Yo, listen. Hey, B Magic, what's going on, my brother? How you doing? You're gonna love this today, B Magic. We gonna work it out today. We about to work out, work out. Yeah, we about to work out. So today is solution day. Oh, don't run away, y'all. Don't run away, y'all. Don't run away. Don't run away. Today is solution day. We're gonna come up with some solutions today. You know what I'm saying? Don't run away. It's okay. The solution, the first solution, the first thing that we need to start doing is we need to start looking in here and in here. There's a saying that if you change your thoughts, you change your life. If you change your thoughts, you change your life. How do we change our thoughts? We ask. Yo, what's up, Taurus? What's good with you? What's good with you? How do we change our thoughts? Well, we change our thoughts by changing the people that we hang around. We change our thoughts by the things that we allow to come into our minds and our spirit. What's up, Cashmere Childs? How you doing? We change our thoughts by focusing on improving ourselves and being the best version of ourselves. We change our thoughts by, listen, like Angry Man said, and like my mentor Ben said, listen, if you show me 5 of your friends and they broke, you're going to be the 6th broke person. If you show me 5 of your friends, I'm going to show you what your life is going to be like. Yo, eagles don't hang out with chickens and turkeys. They just don't. Eagles don't hang out with chickens and turkeys. Eagles fly too high, and them dodo birds can't fly like that. You know what I'm saying? Chickens and turkeys are bottom dwellers. Bucket 88, what's good, family? What's the deal? Bottom dwellers, bottom feeders. They sitting there. And chickens eat anything. Turkeys. While the eagles is soaring, while the eagles is flying. We fly high, no lie. We balling. The eagles is balling. Eagles is flying. Yo, what up, How To? I see you in the back. What's good, family? I need some theme music for you, but I ain't got them. So what's good? Yo, here you go. I just played the money song for you. How about that? I played the money song for How To. You know what I'm saying? Since he claimed to be broke, I'm gonna play the money song for How To. What's good?
I am broke.
You
I am.
No matter what the situation, I'm just trying to climb. Got to do a nigga face.
Yo, How To is in the building. How To. What's good with you, family? How you doing today?
Nothing much, man. Man, I was hearing what you were saying, man, and I had to jump on with that, man. That's some real shit right there, man. You hang around you hang around 4 millionaires, you're gonna be the 5th. You see me?
No doubt.
So yeah. So that shit that's definitely 100, man. That shit
No
that's definitely 100, man. Everybody can't go where you going, so you gotta hang around people traveling in the same direction.
I see you try to put on something different than a white t-shirt. I see you, fam.
Man, that's crazy.
We ain't got jokes today. We're gonna stay focused.
I still got the white t-shirt on under that,
I know,
man.
but I like the polo. I like the polo hoodie. But yo, so this is the thing, right? So in life, right? This is where we got to start at, right? Wouldn't you agree that you got to start in the talk of yourself, and in the how you talk to yourself and how you treat yourself? See, the issue is a lot of us don't love ourselves, right? So we going out into the world, we don't love ourselves, but then we want other people to love us. How is that going to work? When you don't have love of self, when you don't have reverence of self, love of self, importance of self, how can anybody else respect you? How can anybody else love you? How can anybody else give you what you feel like you deserve? Because guess what? You don't feel like you deserve much if you don't love yourself, right?
Facts. Yeah, you gotta have some self-love. I think you gotta value yourself. A lot of people don't put any value on themselves because they don't actually know what they're capable of. I think so. I mean, one thing I think people need to do more often is they need to test themselves. People avoid uncomfortable situations, and as a result, they go through life untested. But if you place yourself, I'm not saying in a recklessly austere condition, but if you place yourself in these tough situations and come out on the other side where you start to see, oh, I can do shit, I'm worth something. You see what I'm saying? And then your mind slowly starts to work a little bit differently than it did before. At least that's been my experience.
No doubt. Hey, what's good, Hank? What's good, Hank? Yo, thank you for coming through. Yo, listen. So this is what and Angry Man shared this story I know before, and a lot of people have shared this story. But I need you guys to understand this. There was a long time ago, and there was a man and there was a woman, right? And this was a while ago for some of y'all. It's a while, long time ago, right? Yo, for some of y'all, it was 30 years ago. For some of us, it's 40-something years ago. For some of us, 20-something years ago. So this man and this woman got together, right? Bam! They got together. And there was an explosion that happened. And then there was millions and millions and millions and millions of things racing. And it was a race, and it was a race, and it was a race. And then there was one that got to that egg and fertilized that egg, and it became you. You already won the greatest race ever. You already are the best. If you are here, if you are hearing my voice, if you're seeing my beautiful face, then you have already won the greatest race to ever be won. You have won the right to exist. You're already a winner. You came here a winner. You came here a champion. You came here the best of the best of the best. You came here the best of the best because you beat out millions and hundreds of millions of other sperm that had the right to fertilize that egg, that had the right, that came through the birth canal, that became you. Do you understand that a woman is never so close to death as she is when she brings a life into the world? When a woman brings a life into the world, and life is so fragile, it's so hard for a person to come through that birthing process, that birth canal, and to be born. But you are here. You're hearing me. You're seeing me. You're here. You're a champion. You're a winner already. There's nothing that you can't accomplish. There's nothing that you can't do. There's nothing that you can't be. The only thing is you got to believe it. You got to believe it for yourself. You got to see it for yourself. You got to feel like you're worthy of it. You are worthy. You're worthy of it. You're worthy of anything that you want that's within reason. Of course, come on, let's, I know some of y'all go out of control, but like, well, I want to be Superman, or I want to fly. Like, listen, we don't want to go there. Let's don't go there. But I'm saying within reason, that you could conceive in your mind, you can achieve anything. You already came, you're already here. So you are a beautiful, special being.
Well, hold on. We got to walk part of that back. Some of these motherfuckers not beautiful.
Y'all beautiful. Forget what How To said. You're beautiful and you're special. Forget what How To talk about. Hold on. Forget what How To talking about. I'm dropping back for a second. You're beautiful and you're special because you're here. Beauty is subjective. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody for everyone. So How To, let's don't do that today. We're not going to do that today. We've lost our way. Let's find it today. Let's find it today. Let's start to get back to our way. Understand that you are special. You are. Whether How To thinks you're beautiful or not, you are special. Right? And I'm not talking about short but shorty special. I'm talking about special because you made it. You made it. You made it. You're here. You're already a champion. No matter what your life look like, no matter what your life feel like, no matter what you're going through, no matter what obstacles you had to face, no matter what trials and tribulations you have to face, you are here and you are special. You are able to make it. Napoleon Hill says within every adversity is an equivalent or greater reward. Within every adversity, there's an equivalent or greater reward.
So let's have this discussion then, because I got a bit of a difference of opinion with you on this one.
Okay.
So my philosophy is I'm not special. In fact, I'm hyper unremarkable. Right? That's like the beginning part of my philosophy is that I'm unremarkable. But in that same vein, I recognize that most people are unremarkable. And yet there are a lot of unremarkable people who have accomplished a lot of great things, right? Which means that it's out there for me. Second thing that I live by is that I'm not deserving of anything, right? So because I'm not deserving of anything, what has the power to bring me stuff is my will. Anything that I can bring into my spirit is a result of my will, or a result of the enactment of my will, right? So will for me amounts to the things that I do, right, in order to accomplish something, right? So a lot of people might go to school. All right, your will is what allowed you to get your degree. A lot of people might get their, high school diploma. Your will is what allowed you to get that high school diploma, because there's a good bit of people that didn't get that. You see what I'm saying? So
I hear you,
whenever
but
I look at things that way, I understand that I'm fresh out of love. I'm here because I deserve to be. You see what I'm saying? Nothing is accidental.
well, you
And I
just say you're here because you
prioritize.
deserve. Hey, B Magic, if you can you stay on stream? What's up, man? What's going on? Can you stay on cammed up? What's going on, family? How you doing,
Yeah,
brother?
I'm
What's
good.
good, B Magic?
What's up with you?
Hey,
Yeah.
so I want to, hey, wife school, how you doing? Wave, I see you. Okay. Hey, wife school, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Hey, let me address this, and I want to let y'all get in as well. All right. So what I would say is I would disagree with you in the sense of this. Yes, I agree with you. You have to do your thing, like meaning that you have to put in the work, you have to put in the effort, you have to do some things to accomplish some things. I agree with that part. At the same time, you are absolutely remarkable and you are absolutely deserving of whatever you get, both good, both positive and negative. You're deserving of whatever you get, right? And what it is that it's, I think it's different between feeling like you deserve something and feeling entitled. I absolutely don't think that people should feel entitled. That's one of the worst things that you could ever feel, is entitled to something, because you're not entitled to anything. However, if you believe that you deserve something, meaning believe that you are worthy of it, then you could attain it and you could see it. I believe there's a big distinction between entitlement and deserving. So absolutely, as a human being, you're not entitled to anything. You shouldn't feel entitled. You should understand that you deserve it, but that you do have to put some effort and some work towards it to achieve it. But so B Magic came in first, and then wife school, and I want you guys
But you
to
kind of
be able
cut
to.
me off though. Is you ain't hear the last of what I was saying. So you kind of debated an incomplete thought.
I got you, but go ahead real quick. I just want to let them get in here too. But go ahead, finish your thought.
The finishing of that thought was that because I understand that I'm not remarkable, it keeps me in the frame of mind like I have to go extra hard for whatever it is I want, because there's nothing special, nothing inherently special about me. So I got to go 10 times as hard to get whatever it is I'm trying to get, right? And then on the other side of that, I understand that action can bring about a lot. And what taught me that is that when I was in school, I was good at taking tests, right? I was really good at taking tests, or memorizing shit to take a test with, because that's all the test really is an exercise in memory. So I would always get A's on my test, but I never did any homework. I never did any writing assignments, any of that shit, only test, right? So I graduated with a B average, because, test 80% of your grade. If you get an A on every test, you'll graduate with an with a B, right?
Okay.
Just a B average. And the people that got the A were the people that were diligent, right? So even if you are remarkable and that you have some particular skill set, is inconsequential, because without that diligence, without that tenacity, without that work behind it, you're not going to get anywhere. So that's why I try to keep myself in that frame of mind of I'm nothing special. I'm nothing special, because
Well,
that keeps me hungry.
And I, you know what I'm saying? If that works for you, that's one thing. I don't think that's a healthy mindset for the masses. But I mean, hey, listen. But let me read these, and then I want B Magic get it. Hey, yo, Daryl, wave in the back, brother, and I'll bring you up. I want what's going on, Daryl? Long, how you doing, family? Let B
Bless,
Magic get in
bless.
there, and then wife school, and then Daryl, and then we'll go around. Let me read this real quick. Cashmere Child said, "No need to read my chats, just for the support and of Black self-improvement. Keep up the great work, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you, man." Hink in the basement. Hink said, "What's up, Hink? I appreciate it. Israel just received his motivational speaking certificate in the mail this morning. Now, my guy, selling dreams. Hey. All right. Nah, I'm not selling dreams, man. Not selling dreams. I got some Easy Bands, though, for sale. I'm going to start bringing my Easy Bands for sale, though. All right. Go ahead, B Magic. What say you on the subject?
I was on mute. My bad. Good
Yes,
morning.
sir.
I want to
Yeah,
say good
great
morning,
day,
everybody.
brother. Great day.
All right. So how I feel about the topic right now is like, this is where we get caught up in delusion. This is how people get delusional because of the simple fact people preach to them, or they get brought up since childhood being told certain things. And in reality, what you're told and how you feel really doesn't matter. What the action and the results of those actions is what is special. You as an individual, we are more alike than we are different. You are as an individual isn't special. What you can do can be special. What you bring forth to the world can be special. But most likely you as an individual, like How To says, you're nothing special. Shout out to my brother David Goggins, who motivates people to work out. But he even tells people, I've done remarkable things, but I myself I'm not remarkable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not special.
That's a mindset. I definitely let me tell you why I disagree before you continue. I disagree with that mindset because, again, if you understand anything about the birthing process, you understand that you beat out hundreds of millions of sperms for the right to exist. So in that, and I know that each of us has a God. Like, we are all little G's here, little gods, baby gods. We're not the God, right? The one and only God, but we are little gods because we have the power to create. We have the power to manifest. We have the power to bring things into existence. So we are all little G's and a minute expression of the divine, of the whole God, right? So because of that, you are special. You know what I'm saying? Now, does that mean that that you won't do some terrible things? No. Does that mean that you can, or just because you're special, you'll do some remarkable things? No, that doesn't mean that. You have to put effort behind your action. You have to put action and effort behind your words in order to make manifest. So I agree with y'all that it does take work. At the same time, that does not make you any less special or any less important. But go ahead, family.
He has spent a lot of time on 126th Street, y'all.
No,
y'all
I did
ain't
not.
know that about it.
I did not. I never been on 126th Street. But hey, go
like
ahead.
I said, what you just said, that sounds nice and that makes people feel good. But in the reality of the world, nobody cares about you being the only sperm out of a million sperm. That sounds nice. That's very lovely. That's a great story you can put in the Bible, or you can put anywhere else. You can make a story out of it. But in the reality of the world, only thing that matters, that makes anything special, is actions and the results of those actions. That's it.
Okay, we gotta agree to disagree, but I
we
feel
can agree to disagree, but
yeah, I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion. What say you, wife school? And then we're gonna get more into it in a minute. What say you, wife school?
Okay, what's the question?
Well, basically, the statement is you lost your way. Let's find it today. Let's start finding our way back. And so my assertion is that, number one, people have to feel valuable, have to value themselves, right? And then number two, you have to start having positive self-talk, or talking to yourself positively, so that you can reinforce the belief, right? And then everything else happens out of there, right? Once you feel good about yourself, once you understand who you are and whose you are, and you move forward, then you can make some other things happen. That's what I believe. I believe too many people right now are feeling terrible about themselves. Too many people right now don't feel like they shit. Too many people right now don't feel like they're worthy. Too many people right now feel like they're bad people because they've done some bad things. And that keeps them in a slump, and that keeps them in a perpetual state of failure. But go ahead, wife school.
Well, I think that everyone is special. I think we have potentials to do certain things, whether good or bad, but I think everyone is special because if you die, Israel, ain't no other Israel Mills. You
That's right.
understand what I'm saying? There's
That's
no
right.
one else like you. So
That's
what
right.
you decide to do with your 24 hours is the same chance that everybody else gets in this life, in this world. And
Mhm.
how you view yourself is what's important. Forget the outside world. I'm going to be remarkable. Let me tell you, I was fired from my job. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, man, I didn't get this jab, but you know what? That's what I didn't want to do. So I had
Mhm.
to stand on what I want to do for what my life wanted to be, even though I was going to lose everything. And
Mhm.
so what comes with that, I still was like, well, I still have hope. I still have dreams. Oh, let me get my butt and start a YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I could be down on my luck. I could use the government and say, woe is me, I don't have a job, and blame them because, no, I'm not going to stay down like that because, yes, you do have to talk to yourself. You have to be your biggest cheerleader.
That's
You have
right.
to be your biggest cheerleader, and that's reality. Because when these cameras are off, none of y'all don't care about me. None of y'all are paying my bills, things like that. I have to look after my well-being and also, contribute to other folks. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If my gift is to help other people get out the trenches and realize their potential, I'm going to do that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, if you don't feel like you're remarkable, I'm good. By the end of the day, I'm gonna make you feel like you're remarkable. You know what I'm saying? Because your talents and your what you have, I may not have. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? So we have to
Mhm.
esteem each other. We have to have our own self-esteem, but we also have to esteem other people.
Mm.
You know,
Mm. Mhm.
and that's what we are lacking. We're so individualistic. We're so into ourselves, the selfie, the this and that. You know what I'm saying? That we're forgetting to empower each other and come together. And all these egos are blocking all of that. You know what I'm saying? So your ego is definitely going to be like, oh, he ain't all that, whatever. But no, but he is all that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to kiss his butt, but you can still esteem a person and say, wow, I respect Israel for who is here, Daryl for who you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be, a competition. We're all remarkable because there's only one you, there's only your set of fingerprints. You know what I'm saying? You're remarkable.
Yeah, I agree with that. Oh well, so I do think that competition is healthy. I don't disagree with competition, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't and B Magic and and How To Man. I don't agree with handing out participation trophies, believe it or not. So I believe in competition. And I don't believe in handing out participation trophies, right? So I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that, yo, you just get, because you're here, you just get a reward for being here. No, I believe in work, and I believe that you have to work. I believe that you have to work, and you have to put the axe to the grindstone, and you have to make it happen. I absolutely believe in that, right? At the same time, what I'm saying is that it starts with feeling good about yourself. It starts with feeling a sense of self and understanding that you're worthy of something, and then going out and accomplish that with what you want. Yo, what's up, Daryl? Salute to Torrance and salute to DeSosa. How y'all doing? Go ahead, Daryl. What's going on, man?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling before I get ready to go to work in a minute. But for me, it's like I get everything that wife was saying, and I definitely think individuality matters, right? Like there'll never be another Michael Jackson, there'll never be another Prince. They're very individual. But when I think about Michael Jackson, Kobe Bryant, all them people, I think about their work ethic.
Right.
It's
What
just
they've
that simple.
accomplished. Yeah.
And for men, and I think people in general, not just men, but for people, we will be judged based on our work ethic. It's just that simple.
Mhm.
Um, and that's so for me, why do I think about this? I tell men like this because I don't like saying victim Olympics, right?
Mhm.
But we don't live in a classless society. Our societies has classes, and our
Mhm.
classes divide people whether they like it or not, right? I've met people that say, well, you don't need education. Education don't mean nothing. Well, it
Mhm.
does, because when you look at socioeconomics, they tell you that high school graduates and college graduates over a lifetime will make a different amount of money for a reason, right?
Mhm.
They tell you these different things about education. So the way that I break it down is socioeconomics and class. right? What class do you belong in? And at the end of the day, what are you going to do if you're in a lower class? If you were born in Marcy Projects in Brooklyn, lower class, right? How are you going to get to Tribeca, right? I'm trying to speak New York now. How are you going to get to these different high class areas to do business like with them? You got to put in work. You got to put in effort. One of my favorite New Yorkers is DJ Envy. And he talked about how he started off doing mixtapes and doing all of this stuff. Now he met Diddy, did a great deal with Diddy, right? And now he on Revolt TV. Before anybody even was calling it Revolt TV, they was doing iHeartRadio and all of that, right? Power 105.1 before anything. Like, they built all that up, and now they're on a whole different level. When presidents run for president, they go to the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? When politicians run in New York, they go to the Breakfast Club. So at the end of the day, it's always going to be some people that don't understand that class matters. I see we got we always get people in the chat that don't know what the fuck we talking about. So socioeconomics for the person I am life, you dumb motherfucker. Look up socioeconomics, because again, it's like, if I was talking about black women not being shit, y'all understand it. But when we start talking about something with a shredded education, y'all get lost. I don't understand that, man.
All right, we're gonna go. I got you. Yo, so my man J1, shout out to my man J1. I'm gonna play a song for y'all. I think that what everyone is saying should be the next step in what is speaking on. The add-on to You Made It Here. So appreciate it, then be happy to have the opportunity to work to be great. Yo, shout out to you. Wise words spoken, J1. Wise words spoken. Hey, y'all, come on, man. Y'all don't start no battles in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's don't start no battles. No battles. Hey, George Carter. Yo, Greg Carter, man. Thank you, Greg Carter. I appreciate you. I appreciate the super chat. Yo, y'all hit the Cash App though. Support the show. I appreciate it. Thank you. And we're gonna play the people the song because they got the song, man. Thank y'all, man.
No matter what the situation, I'm just trying to climb. Just to a nigga face.
Yo, and y'all, look, y'all can hit the Cash App, show some love through the Cash App, $ Israel Mills. Also, if you want your chats read, you know, the super chat, you just get your one chat read. But if you want your super chats read the whole stream long, I'll post it up and read it. Just hit the Cash App, $ Israel Mills, $20, and I'll read that. Yo, y'all hit the like button on the way in. As my homeboy Cashmere Child said, yo, Torrance said something really important too. Low self-esteem will lead to failure. You can't even start to do the work without that. So what do y'all say to that? Especially you B Magic, and I want to start with you B Magic, and then How To Man, and then we're gonna walk around. So Torrance said low self-esteem, right? Low self-esteem. If you have low self-esteem, you will always fail, right? And so if you feel bad, you're gonna fail. So so that's the thing. If your self-esteem is not high enough, how do you expect to succeed with a low self-esteem?
So how I think about it, it's like this. We already got a community of people calling themselves kings, calling themselves queens, going to churches, and the pastors are speaking so much like prosperity to them. They already feel we got people in the projects entitled, thinking that they deserve more than what they actually worked for. So how much more self-esteem does the community need? Well, and they still don't have the actions or the results to go by what they actually feel like. You got women saying they 10s. Oh, we all should feel like we a 10. If all y'all are 10s, then what is it to be a 10? If everybody is special, then what is it to be special? I can understand having self-esteem, but then you have to put reality with your self-esteem.
But yeah,
that word special should be earned, just like the word queen should be earned and the word king should be earned. The outcome of your actions and your decisions and the choices you make in life is what makes something special or somebody special. If Michael Jackson would have just stayed in Gary, Indiana and never became Michael Jackson, we wouldn't be talking about Michael Jackson. That's what makes somebody special.
I think
that's the reality of the situation.
Be Magic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me
He
interject. Yo, you
ignoring the
make
ahead, brother.
confidence part.
hold on, real
Confidence.
quick.
Yeah, you can
Al.
have
Listen, hold on.
confidence without being special, though.
Right, but you
Go ahead.
make some pretty valid points, but I think it's maybe the meaning that we're attributing to the words might be a little bit different, right?
Right. Terminology is everything.
Yeah, the terminology. I think that we might be getting lost because I agree with you in those points that you're making, right? But I would argue what Torrance is saying is that's not self-esteem. Because people say that they're kings and queens does not automatically equal to self-esteem. Because people say, oh, well, you could be rich or you could be prosperous or you can have this, that does not automatically equal to self-esteem.
That's just a sense of perspective.
Let me just finish my point real quick, and I want to let y'all get in. And because people are saying, oh, well, we're entitled or we feel entitled, that's not self-esteem. That's actually opposite of self-esteem, because the truth about it is, if you really feel good about yourself, it's not something that you have to say out of your mouth, right? It's something that I'm talking about, the positive self-talk that makes you feel good in your own mirror, that brings yourself up. Because the thing about people that feel good about themselves, they walk in a room and they emanate that, right? They don't have to put anybody else down to bring themselves up. They don't have to exhort themselves or talk about themselves in a certain type of way in order to let people know that they feel good about themselves, because it's not about anybody else. It's about how they feel about themselves. It's self-esteem, right? So while I agree with you, it's definitely about the work and putting the work, but I would argue that that's what makes people extraordinary. But you are special because each and every one of, Wife School was saying, no two of us has the same fingerprint. No two of us is exactly alike. No two of us, even when you have twins, they don't have the same fingerprint. Even when you have twins, they're not exactly alike, right? There's something in their strand that's different. They don't have the same fingerprint. They're not exactly alike, even if they look identical, right? So that's the whole thing about it. It's not like a cookie cutter situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then that's, like I said, in reality, what you said really doesn't matter. Somebody having a different fingerprint, nobody cares about people having different fingerprints. When in reality, work ethic. You want to build your self-esteem, get out here and do something. It's that simple. I'm gonna tell you my situation. I came from the west side of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have no father or no mother. I lived with my grandmother, who worked a lot. So I was basically by myself. I was on the tip at 13. You know what I'm saying? So I was in and out of jail as a teenager. That's what made me join the military. It's like, I don't want to end up locked up and I don't want to end up dead. I got only a few options here. I got to take an option. But that what built my self-esteem, starting to make the right actions and the right choices in life. And when your life changes, when you do that, then your self-esteem and your confidence build.
Okay. Well,
wait,
hold on. You did have to make a decision though, too, as well.
Yeah, I had to make a decision.
Yeah. You did have to make a decision that you want.
And it wasn't a confidence decision. It was a life decision. Right. It wasn't that I was confident enough to go to the military. I didn't even know if I was going to get through the military. But it was like, I got to make a choice. And sometimes it's like an addict. You see the bottom coming up and you just got to make the right choice. You got to analyze your situation and make right choices in life. And sometimes I feel like we give the community leeway when they don't make the right choices. And then we want to give them empathy and sympathy and pity the community because people aren't making the right choices in life. I got a bunch of cousins I've tried to talk to for like 20 years. They don't want to make the right choices in life. And yes, they're depressed. They looking over their shoulder every day. They got all this stress on their head. It's all because they don't want to make it's not about confidence, because when it comes to that street stuff, they highly confident when it comes to the street stuff. When it comes to gang banging, they super confident when it comes to gang banging. Can't nobody take away they self-esteem when it comes to like gang banging.
I would argue against it. Go ahead, Daryl, and then Wife School, and then I want to say something to that. Go ahead, Daryl.
My first point I was about to make about confidence before I go into my thing, like you, Brody, was I like looking at who I think is the greatest athlete of all time. I know you're gonna have a problem with it,
Michael
but
Jordan.
Serena Williams.
Oh,
So growing up in Compton, you know what I'm saying, she had to compete against those girls who had better equipment, famous trainers, and all kind of shit. And she still ended up becoming Serena Williams. But like to go past that, right?
But she had a father. She had a father that helped her
I was just
become
about to say
Serena.
that.
It was
I was
her
about to say
father
that.
that created Serena Williams. Let's
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
it a
yeah,
whole
yeah.
buck.
No, no, definitely. Shout out to King, shout out to Richard Williams.
Yeah, yes. Shout out
But
to King
but
Richard. No doubt.
we
Hold on.
she she was
That
confident
boy's
too,
good.
right? She was confident because of her ability, right? Her ability, she knew how good she was because how much she practiced, right? See, a student who studies every day, when he walk and see that test, he's going to be more confident than the motherfucker who was playing games,
But can
right?
I
Going
wait?
to
And let me
parties.
interject this real quick, Darryl, real fast. Yo, so if I remember correctly, besides just practicing, he had those girls in the mirror, and he had those girls saying affirmations to themselves over and over and over again. He worked on
And they
their
had to
mind
get
state.
good grades.
Right, right. He worked on their mind state as well as on their athletic prowess at the same time.
There
So,
you
so what
go.
I'm saying is, it's not really just about confidence. It's about loving yourself and feeling good about yourself. That's more than confidence, right? It's about loving yourself, feeling good about yourself, and doing the work simultaneously to create a better result. But go ahead, Darryl. I
And I
just want
think
to
maybe
interject.
Wife School can speak a little bit to this. She's not really Serena's complexion, but they also do it like they grew up dark skinned. You feel me?
Mhm.
And even when Serena was famous, men would still talk about her looks in a very demeaning way. That was something that she always had to fight and build her confidence over. And that's why she ended up marrying who she married. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, confidence, I agree with you, is it had to come from the self, but it also comes from your ability, right? I don't think too many men, right? Because we all sports fans. So let's bring it back because somebody mentioned Michael Jordan. Y'all remember when Clyde Drexler and Michael Jordan faced in the finals, and he was like, I took that shit personally because he thought we was the same.
Mhm.
Michael said, no, we're not the same. I'm
yeah,
more
yeah.
confident than you. Why? Because I put in more work than you. I'm
Right,
younger than you. I'm better than you. And on
right.
this stage, I'm going to tell everybody better. I'm better so they can stop this who better competition shit. That's why I love Michael too, right? So let's see, that's why I don't think the love thing is different because Michael grew up in a rough home. His father was real rugged to him. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, Michael, stop
That's
making
tough.
excuses. And he talked about how when he failed in high school, everybody know that story. Michael didn't make his high school basketball team. That
Well,
didn't break his
for that
confidence.
year,
He
right? He
kept
made it.
going.
Mhm.
You
He
feel me? And then
outworked.
when he got to North Carolina, he wasn't the number one player. James Worthy was,
Right.
right?
It's Sam Perkins. They had a bunch of people on that team.
Exactly. So he had to keep going just to build his confidence up. First 7 years in the NBA, what happened? Didn't win at all, just like LeBron James. Now look at the both of those players, the same story, and they never let their losses fuck up their confidence too. So I think that's a big thing too, is when people take a lot of losses, they lose confidence, bro. We gotta acknowledge that.
Right, right. But I
So
think that because and Robert, shout out to Dr. Robert Schuller that made the book Success is a Journey. Success, what is it? Something like success is never final and journey and I mean, oh wait, failure is never final and success is a destination or something like that. Y'all know. But yeah, shout out to him. So basically the thing about it is success is never ending. You never get to success, right? Success has peaks and valleys, it has plateaus, like Darryl was saying, but you keep having to evolve because if you just get to one place and you stay there, then you're automatically gonna fall. Because the thing about life is always moving, right? Change is inevitable. You're either going down or you're going up. There's no staying the same. There's no stagnation, right? In life. So with that being said, but your mindset and your mentality, the ability to talk to yourself and have positive self-talk is what makes you and puts you in a better place. But go ahead, Wife School, and then Be Magic. I want you to go ahead and say what you're gonna say. Go ahead, Wife School. You're muted. You're muted, wife. You're muted, Wife School.
I'm sorry, guys.
You good. You good.
I really think mindset is everything in your environment as well. It's just so many factors. Some people are made great by being put under pressure. That's when you get them diamonds. And some people they are naturally talented. They can open their mouth, they can put their hand to a pencil or paper and make the most beautiful thing. They're just naturally gifted that way. And then sometimes they don't have the confidence. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it takes somebody speaking and acknowledging that and make you awaken that knowledge of yourself to be like, oh, okay, well, maybe I can, or okay, I'll try this time. Or there are a lot of people that are like that. It's called like the imposter syndrome. You can like be so successful and way on top, but some people before they get out on that stage, they're nervous. Should I be here? You know, they have that, you know, moment of doubt, that little self-doubt, that low self-esteem, and you have to really overcome that. You have to talk yourself out of it, you know what I'm saying? Or have like your mentors or coaches behind you, you know what I'm saying? A boxer, he don't come out by himself. He come out with his entourage, you know, his coach, you know, things like that to talk to him, you know, even though he's talented, he may be on top, he still need those people in the back. Or you got to come up on the jab over here. You got to have other people, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of factors in, you know, accomplishments, you know what I'm saying? Some people help you get there. They speak over to your life because they see the talents, and sometimes you develop it yourself because, like the brother said, you have to make better choices. Not saying it may be the right choice, it may be the wrong choice, but at least you're trying to make better choices to have better outcomes. The best way to create the best way to have success is to create it.
That's a good point. The best way to have success is created. What say you, B Magic?
Yeah, I mean, if we want to go off of the people who are successful, if you put somebody in front of me who just has a drive because they came from nothing and they had no father, affirmations, and they just want to get out here and conquer the world because they came from nothing, I'll take that over somebody who was just given affirmations. It's the drive, it's the willingness to get out here and conquer something. And that comes from life. Life will put that in you. There's a bunch of people talking to people every day. There's people making millions of dollars standing on a stage giving people affirmations. It don't mean nothing if you ain't willing to put in the work. That's what means something. I would take somebody who's willing to put in the work, who think that they a piece of crap. I'll put my money on them every day, all day. You can look at all the successful athletes. It was because they had that pressure. Pressure makes diamonds. That's what it is. There's nothing. There's no way around it. You want to talk about Michael Jordan? He became Michael Jordan because people doubted him in high school. You can't do what these other people are doing. You want to talk about James Worthy when Michael Jordan was a freshman in college? He said in 3 weeks he was the best player on the team because Michael Jordan was in the gym every day. It was the work ethic that made Michael Jordan.
I would agree. Well, it's both. It's both. He would tell you.
It can be both.
No, hold on.
No, it's not.
Wait, hold on. Let me say this. Or
else I would not be where I am. I would not retire from the military, which majority of the people who join the military never make it to retirement because of the lifestyle.
Okay.
When you go,
but
when you
certain mentality though. See what you got.
And I got it on my own.
Okay,
didn't nobody have to. And it wasn't because I had this mentality that I'm special.
B Magic, hold on what I'm saying.
Okay.
And I know that if you listen to me, you would agree with me.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
This is what I'm saying. The first thing I'm saying is I understand where you're coming from, right? I hear where you're coming from. And you're saying that it's predicated on the work. You got to do the work. I agree with you wholeheartedly 100%. What I'm saying to you is it takes the mindset and the work, because if you do the work without the mindset, even if you build up to a whole bunch, it's going to fall down, right? So there's two things that happen. There's two different things that can happen out of poverty or out of a desperation situation, right? One, you could make a determination. That's why I said you have to make the distinction of decision. What happens is people make a decision and they put a line in the sand in their mind and say, listen, I hate how I'm living. I'm never going to live like this. I'm never going to let my children go through this. I'm never going to let the people that I love face the things that I face. That's a decision. And when you
Right.
make that decision as a human being, that's a distinction, and your mind automatically goes to work on that. So that was a decision and a distinction, right? And so what I'm saying to you is there's another thing that happens. People become self-loathing. People become, like you said, depressed. People become, woe is me, and they become victims with a victim mentality. And if you have that mentality, but you go to work, you will never win. You may have some level of success, but it's always going to come down. It's always going to come crashing down. You may see some level of money, but it's always going to come down, always going to come crashing down. So what I'm saying to you is, if you have that determined mindset where you made the decision, say, hey, listen, the way I grew up was bullshit. I'm never going to live like that again. I'm never going to be starving again. I'm going to be a father to my kids. I'm going to be there. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to make it happen. That's a decision. And that is a powerful mind state that propels you to success, is what I'm saying. And I know that, and from hearing your story, I know that you made that decision. Am I lying?
Right.
Am I wrong?
No, I made that decision. And I wasn't a special person to make that decision.
But
I was
you were.
nothing. No, I
You
was
were.
not. I'm telling
You
you.
were. Let
I'm
me tell you
telling
why. Let me
No, I'm
imagine
gonna tell
you were.
you.
Listen, you just said it. Listen, let me tell you.
Hold
You don't
on.
think,
I let you speak, brother.
I know,
Can
but you don't
I
look at
explain
your,
myself?
yes, but I want to just say this to you. I want to say this to you, man. You don't look at yourself, and I got a lot of respect for you, right? You don't look at yourself as special, but you're absolutely special. Let me tell you, you're not only special, you're extraordinary, because you
No,
came
I'm
from the
not.
West Side. You came from the West Side, and you have family members who can't get out, who have not done what you've done.
No. See that word can't. I hate
They
terminology.
can, but they have not.
They
That's why I
can.
switched it up.
They
But they did not.
choose not to.
Right,
My
but
father.
most people choose
look,
not to. Go ahead.
Look,
fam.
I'm gonna tell you about my father. My father hasn't had a job since I was 10 or 11 years old, right? And it's not because he can't work, it's because he chooses not to work. And by him choosing not to work, he hasn't accomplished or established himself the way he needs to establish himself. He's still living off of a government check that he gets from the government, government subsidies. He only has to pay $80 a month for his rent, and he lives off of ramen noodles and bologna sandwiches, pretty much. So, but that's the choice he made. He can, and I talk to him all the time. He says, I'd rather choose to live like this than to work for the man. That's the choice he made. It's not that he can't. I could have made the same choice, but I didn't.
But you didn't, and
That
that's
does
what makes
not
you
make me.
extraordinary.
No, that does
It
not
is.
make me. It doesn't.
Let me ask you a
That
question.
does
Let me
not
ask
make
you a
me
question.
extraordinary.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
That
How
doesn't make me extraordinary.
Okay, cool. Let me ask you a question. How many people in your family have made the same choice and the same decision that you've made?
That I know of, two.
Two. And how many family members did you have of that you know of?
I know a lot of family members.
Like
I don't know them personally.
No, I know,
Kind of dysfunctional. You know how
I got you, but more
are.
than 20, more than 30?
Yeah, at least 20. Yeah.
Right. So that's so guess what?
But
At
that
least
doesn't
20. Listen, see, you don't want to identify it and you don't want to recognize it, and it's cool. But my argument is because of the decision that you made, aligned with the actions that you did to follow through on that decision, it makes you extraordinary. It does.
No, it doesn't make me extraordinary. I'm not extraordinary.
Okay.
My situation might be extraordinary, but I am not extraordinary.
Okay.
I'm
gonna call you an extraordinary Negro, whether you want me to or not. You're an extraordinary Negro, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Him saying extraordinary, I'm not sounds just as bad as I can. So
Right,
no,
but he's already accomplished.
No.
He's already so much. He's just being humble.
It's being humble because I understand the reality of the world. I am not extraordinary. There's nothing. If I was to die tomorrow, my family wouldn't even think of me as extraordinary. I am not extraordinary. Now, my wife might.
What do you think about yourself?
My wife might think I'm extraordinary. My children might think I'm extraordinary, but that's how they see me because I'm that close to them. But as far as the world, I'm not as delusional to think that I am
I don't
extraordinary
care
by
about the
no
world.
means. I am not
You.
Elon Musk. I am not trying to
Who cares about you?
transplant.
Who cares about Elon Musk? I'm
Elon
There
talking
you
Musk
about
go.
didn't
you.
come
And
from.
How
this
do
is
Wait,
you?
wait.
this is
How
the
do you
problem.
see
This
yourself?
right
One mic.
here,
You
One
see
mic. One mic.
yourself.
this
One
thought
mic.
process is the problem with a lot of the community, because we don't want to understand the reality of our own situations. We want to say, who is Elon Musk? Elon Musk is who Elon Musk is.
Okay.
He
But,
has
but,
established
And
himself
I'm
in the
Stephanie. And
world.
I'm Stephanie. And
one
I'm
Okay.
second.
cool. I have
One
a
mic.
And
business.
and
One
and,
second.
and
One
that's
second. Hold
why a
on.
lot of women say I'm on the level as Rihanna.
Wait, wait.
I
Hold on.
am
I'm not
Stephanie.
saying
Okay.
I'm
Wait.
Rihanna,
Okay,
but I'm
who is
saying
Rihanna?
she's
Me
a
and Rihanna could
person,
be in the
and I'm
same
just,
room
One
and
mic,
we
y'all.
got
One
the
mic.
same
I'm
outcomes. I can
just
get any man that
supporting.
Rihanna can get.
I'm just,
Silence. Silence. Silence.
Look, hold on.
I'm
And
just
that's
as
and that's a
important as her.
problem.
One second,
I'm
y'all.
just as
That's a
important.
One second.
problem.
One second. Listen, y'all both making some great points, but let me say this. Let me say this to you, B Magic, right? And why? Listen. So, B Magic. What I'm saying is this, and someone much wiser than me said this, and I want to give them credit. I can't remember who said it, but they said the judgment of a man, right? The judgment of a person is not necessarily what they've accomplished, but what they had to endure or what they had to go through in order to accomplish the
Okay.
things that they have accomplished. So I would argue that yes, Elon Musk is extraordinary. Absolutely. He's a 1%er or greater than a 1%er, right? But I would say your circumstance and your situation for what you've endured, not having a mother, not having a father, right? And growing up the way that you did, in the place that you did, at the time that you did, and accomplishing what you've accomplished is extraordinary, brother.
And
What-
like I said, that'd
and
be a good book or a good movie. But in
and it's the truth.
reality, all I did was make a choice. I made one choice.
And that's all the difference.
You
And
know
that's
how
the
many,
thing,
you know,
man.
do you understand how many choices Elon Musk have to make on a daily basis? I made one choice. This man literally has hundreds of thousands of people's lives in his hands.
I got you, and I'm not
Okay,
comparing-
you
listen,
cannot
I'm not
compare
comparing-
me. That
I'm
is
not comparing you to
extraordinary.
Elon. I'm not listen. I'm not comparing
I
you
don't
to
know.
Elon Musk, but what I'm saying is what you have been through to get to where you are. You
Right.
have to recognize the power and have to
I
recognize.
just, you know what it is? I just chose to be an adult. I chose to make a
but
good
listen, a
decision
lot
as
of
an
people
adult.
don't listen. A lot
Then
of
that's
people
a
don't.
problem, but that still
know,
doesn't
but
make me
hold on,
special
hold
for
on.
doing what I'm supposed to do.
I
That's
hear
like
you,
making
but
your bed. It's
listen.
extraordinary that you made your bed every
No, that's
day.
not. No. Hold on, be magic. Hold on, one second.
I
'cause this-
became an adult.
Be
I
magic.
grew up. I got a
Magic.
good enlightening about how to live life. Wow. That's
Listen.
not extraordinary.
But listen, hold on, be magic. I hear what you're saying, and I respect what you're saying, right? At the same time, you have to recognize that there are other people watching, right? And there are young people watching, and there are people watching that are looking.
And
Hold on, let me finish,
go
brother.
ahead,
Let me
go
finish.
ahead, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna mute my.
Okay, there are people who are watching who are looking for answers. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to identify in your story things that people could take from your story and glean from what you've done to be able to carve out something special for themselves. That's it. So I understand that you and your humility and being humble, you don't recognize yourself as being extraordinary. But what I'm saying to you is the fact that you made that decision, the fact that you made that distinction and not only made the decision, but you did the work to accomplish what you've accomplished. You said it yourself. Not many people get to retirement. Not many people come from where you come from and make that decision. So that in itself is somewhat special, whether you want to recognize it or not.
But
And I understand that.
Okay. If they have the opportunity, if the opportunity was there for everybody to join the military, which it is, just because I chose to do it, that doesn't make me special. Because guess what? There's some people who chose not to retire and they have more successful situations that I'm in, and I just chose to retire. So they just chose the way that they chose. Majority of throughout history, people have been average. Some people are just going to be average. That's okay. But what I'm saying is I'm not special because everybody that I've talked to in my family had the same opportunity. They chose not to take that opportunity. They chose a different path. I chose a different path. That's all it is. I'm not special.
Okay.
There's nothing special about me.
Cool.
I'm not
I
special.
got
I'm
you.
sitting in I'm a guard. I'm a security guard with a pension.
Okay. You had a lot of
Yeah,
stars.
I know a
Wait,
sergeant
you had
major
a
who
lot of
works.
stars. Wait.
I know a sergeant major that
I,
chooses to be a greeter at Walmart.
Be Magic. I seen a lot of stars and stripes on that damn uniform you got. I've never been in the military, but I
Okay.
salute you and I understand
Okay.
there was a lot of stars and
Right.
stripes on that damn uniform
I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. And there's a lot of people who've been through a lot.
Well, I
But
appreciate
that
you.
doesn't make me special though.
Okay,
That's
I
just
got you.
life. I went through life.
Okay,
I went through life and I chose the path that my life want to be on. Some people are warriors. Throughout history, we've had warriors. Some people choose to be those type of warriors. Some people choose to stay and cook the food for the village. We make choices in life. But the point is, I'm not special. I just made a choice as an adult. I got my act together. I said, I'm an adult. I need to start making some better choices in life. That's all I did.
The definition of extraordinary is going beyond what is usual, regular, or customary. Extraordinary powers, exceptional to a very marked extent. So it's going beyond. But I want to read this super chat. Shout out to you, Prince Castro. Shout out to you, Moist Freestyle Life, for coming through. I appreciate y'all coming through. Prince Castro said, "Peace, your brilliance. No one is extraordinary. We are created to the same as each other. We are ordinary, but we may create extraordinary circumstances." Yo, y'all are entitled to your opinion.
And that's what I'm
appreciate
saying.
it. Thank you. Give you a song. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. That's Prince Castro, and this is his song. So salute to you. I will play the song for you. Salute to you, family. Thank you for coming.
It don't matter what the situation. I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine. No matter what the situation, I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine.
Yo, shout out to you, Prince Castro. Thank you, sir, for the great music selection, and thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. So Auntie Dear says, if you're Auntie Dearest, don't make me laugh, Auntie Dearest. Auntie Dearest said, if you are trying to start a motivational thing, this guy isn't what you need, Israel. LOL.
But
this
see,
guy
that's the thing.
Hold on. It's
Go ahead.
demotivated. No, but he is what you need because he's doing the work. So he is,
and
what
that's
you
the
need.
part.
Doing the work.
So I don't believe in motivation. Motivation is temporary. Anybody who's motivated, they're always motivated temporarily. I need drive. I need driven. I need somebody to have drive. It might start with motivation, but guess what? A lot of people, when life hit them, there is no motivation. They just get driven all of a sudden. When somebody quote unquote accidentally gets pregnant, all of a sudden the mother becomes a different person. It wasn't no motivation there. It was just I gotta get my stuff together. So it's not about motivation. I don't believe in motivation. We need to be driven. We need to understand the situation we in. We need to tell reality what reality truly is, especially to the children, because the children are the future. That's what Whitney say. The children are the future. So we need to tell these children the truth. You need to make better decisions. You need to analyze your situation and make the right decision in life.
Right, but you gotta feel good about yourself in order to make good decisions too. But yo, J1 said,
hey, there's a whole industry on feeling good. Go ahead, brother.
J1 said, but you follow through, you stay consistent on that choice, which means all the difference in the world, and that's absolutely a fact.
That's called being an adult. I'm sorry I got responsibilities and I held true to my responsibilities.
Yo, salute to you. You can't be sorry for that.
I'm just saying, yeah, I'm just saying that's all I did. I became an adult. Why are we so trying to making adult decisions in life so extravagant? It's not extravagant. It's the norm. You read the definition. I just did what was the norm. I made a normal decision as an adult.
Let me ask you a question.
Did a job. I chose a career.
You did more than a job, yo. But you excelled. Come on, man. Let me ask you a question. how many people that join the military get to the rank where you got to? Do most of the people that join the military get to the rank that you got to?
I say no.
It's not.
Only the career-driven individuals get to the rank that I got to.
And how many people?
But that doesn't mean nothing.
Listen, wait, no. Hold on. Because I want to give people perspective. Because I seen the stars and stripes. So out of let's say out of 100 people, how many people would get to the rank out of 100 people that you've got to? Less than 10?
Percentage wise?
Less than 10? No, number wise. Out of 100, how many people would get to the rank?
Out of 100, I would say about 30% could get there. Yeah.
No, how many percent do? No, not could. Stop playing, B Magic.
I'm gonna say about 30. I'm gonna stick with 30.
You telling a story about 15 to 10 get to the. He's telling a story about 10% get to the rank.
I don't know. I don't know the analytics, but you know,
he don't want to be special. That's okay.
But the point is, I'm not special. I'm just not special.
All right,
I'm not special, man.
And that's
we all make decisions. If you make the right decisions or tend to be the right decisions, you have a higher probability of having some success in your life, especially if you put in the work ethic. It's not hard. That's the way of life. It's been that way for thousands of years. We want to make it seem complicated all of a sudden.
Wait, let me ask you this.
Because people are lazy as hell. There's some lazy ass people.
Do it because they're lazy.
Yeah, I know, like you said, 20 people. I know 20 people in my family that's probably in the bed right now or on the couch watching TV. I can literally tell you, pinpoint exactly what they're doing in their life right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
so they're just lazy people.
J1 said becoming an adult is one of the hardest things for a lot of people to do, and many people don't ever really get there. They really don't get there. It ain't all of a sudden.
Thousands of years, people were okay with being adults, and now all of a sudden, it's like the hardest thing to do because they had to do it. You know, in the past, they had to be an adult. Oh, if we don't go out here and hunt for this food as an adult, we don't go out here and bypass these bears and these mountain lions to get this food. No, this is some new modern stuff about it's hard to be an adult. You just make a decision and you live life. It's hard. Yes, life is challenging. But like how Tu said, that's part of living life, dealing with those challenges. You want to be successful, you want to like make it here on this planet, you're going to have to deal with life. But now people are like, no, I can sit on the couch and get this check.
No.
That's that's the reality of the situation.
That boy is good.
Yeah. Hey, so bars. So he just told you, if you want to be successful, you got to get up. Get out and get something. Don't let the days of your life pass by. You gotta get up, get out, get something. You can't spend all your time trying to get high. You gotta get up, get out, get something. How will you make it if you never even try? Yo, shout out to Goody Mob. Hey, what's up? Shout out to Goody Mob. What's up?
Hey.
What's up, Wife School? I want to let you get in there. Could be Magic dropping all the bars. What's up?
I don't know. It's kind of tough, you know. This guy.
I mean,
trying to squeeze out all the extraordinary.
All the extraordinary juices. This guy extraordinary.
Even though he says all that, you know, life is, what you make it. You can't be in, fantasy land all the time. But I think, what a lot of life does, it kills out that creativity. It kills out the hopes and dreams, or like, that creativity that we had as children. And, it gets lost when we go to school and things like that. And, life is just the way it is. But, sometimes you do have dreams and aspirations, and you should, still try to, if you can get to them, that's awesome. But I know that life gets in the way, and you have to be an adult. You have to raise your children. You got to attend to your wife and job, those things that pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? But, me, I just always, believe in speaking life. I believe in inspiration, because sometimes when people, they're downtrodden by life, by, your job, you need something else that's a little bit higher to bring up your spirit. And that's why I think, motivational speak is good, because it speaks into the spirit of a person. Even though we still have to go through life, sometimes your spirit is down, and like that can be your personal issue. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, you read David Goggins. That probably like, yeah, that I relate to his story, so I can feel like connected to something. I can feel connected to a story. I feel connected that I could be, as successful as him. You know what I'm saying? So motivation by somebody else's testimony, by somebody else's story is not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It gives you that inspiration just to go on just a little bit more, even though it may not bring you to the top like for this at their success, but it does give you a little bit more drive to just keep, being inspired to press on. So I think it's important.
Yo, shout out to Outcast, shout out to the Dungeon family and the Goody Mob, because it was the whole Dungeon family that was get out, get out, and get something. Because you and I got to do for you and I. That's why.
Yeah, you got to make it happen. I mean, the whole, and that's shout out to David Goggins, but that's his point. Is like he come to realize he's motivated. I don't know how many people, but how many of them actually putting it to work? It's the work that matters. The motivation is can spark be a spark, but it's not going to be a flame. It's just a spark. You gotta create that flame on your own. You gotta put them two sticks together when you in the wilderness, and you got to put in that work to rub them sticks together to get that flame. But
sometimes it's just the knowledge part.
There's a lot of people who just enjoy being comfortable, and that's cool.
Doing exactly what.
Wait. The thing about
the knowledge that you get, the knowledge that you get from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, I never saw it like that before. It may not be like, oh, I'm gonna be Elon Musk, but like, wow, that's cool. I never thought about his story or way he, put it in that way before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear your story, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I need to probably be more real and stop being in the clouds. You know what I'm saying? So like you're bringing me like putting the balance, but I'm not gonna put my stuff aside. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna respect you and think about and take what you said into consideration, which will probably help me more. You know what I'm saying?
When I'm speaking, I'm not speaking on
it. I wanted to add this. So in the poem it says, "For it isn't father or mother or wife whose judgment upon you must pass. The fellow whose verdict counts most in life is the one staring back from the glass. He's the fellow to please, never mind all the rest, for he's with you clear to the end. And you've passed your most difficult, dangerous test if the man in the glass is your friend." So what I'm saying from the beginning was to have positive self-talk to the man or woman in the glass, the person that you see, to talk to yourself positively and give yourself positive declarations, affirmations, whatever you want to call them, so that you have something to aspire to. Because if you're telling yourself that you're a loser, if you're telling yourself you ain't shit, if you're telling yourself you don't deserve nothing, if you're telling yourself you whack, if you're telling yourself you ugly and that you broke, then chances are that you're not going to get anything. But if you are at least talking to yourself and giving yourself positive self-talk, you could do it. As long as you're looking up, you can get up. It's possible for me. Shout out to Les Brown. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're telling yourself positive things, giving yourself positive things to aspire to, then you could do better. But I want to let Dust get in here and then go back to you, B Magic, and then we'll work it around. Go ahead, Dust.
What's going on, people?
What's going on with you, family? How you doing?
It's just so hard out here in these streets, man.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
It's just hard to make good decisions.
What you're not understanding is these men have been through so much. They're trying to get it hard, but someone's keeping them down. Oh.
They meet Mr. Hungry every day. They starving out here.
You got grown men 6'5", 250 pounds out here saying, redlining, baby mamas, the government, it's someone else's fault.
I didn't say none of that stuff, so I don't know what y'all talking about. I've been talking about how to get your mind right, and y'all, I just said get your mind right. That's it. Get your mind right, and then do the actions to support your decision. That's it. That's all I say.
I'm saying the actions will get your mind right. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying if I'm saying if you sitting on the couch and you feel some type of way, Somebody talking to you ain't gonna fix the situation. You know what to fix the situation? You standing up, getting away from the couch.
Well, you gotta stand. Listen, you gotta stand up and get in the mirror. To stand up and get in the mirror and talk to yourself and tell yourself you can do it. Get up,
trust
get
me,
up now and go
so
get it.
many people
Get up,
that's being
get out
talked
and
to.
get something.
There's so many people who got them affirmations and they just don't put in the work.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
I
it's
would
like
say
you
that
think
they're
it's
not.
gonna
Wait,
be
wait
instant.
one
Not
second. I
every,
would say
that's
that
not
they're not
instant
doing those.
rights.
They're not doing it. I would say
It
that
takes
they're not
time
doing it.
for some
It don't.
folks.
It don't.
It does
It
take time for some
literally,
folks.
it
It really
literally is
does. They
like I
have to
don't
get,
want to get
even
locked
in
up no
sales,
more.
like before you
Just
guys
that
even buy
simple,
stuff
man.
psychologically, you have to see it multiple times before you actually consider buying something. It's a psychological thing.
It's
You know what
it's
I'm saying?
crazy.
But
It's
it
crazy
takes
how.
time
Go
for
ahead.
some people to get to the point where they're just sick and tired of it to
Sick
actually
and tired of
do
being
that.
sick and tired. Yep.
Yeah, you have to make the action. Like you said, it came to a point where you had to make that decision, even though you knew, whatever. It wasn't instant. It took time.
And right, and I didn't have to analyze nothing. I just said I'm gonna get away from Chicago, point blank,
Okay.
period.
But how
So
many people
what I'm
do
saying
that?
is, it's that simple. It's that simple. You go through life. Life will put situations in your way, and you have to make a decision. And then usually, if you want to succeed in life, you're going to try to make the best decision possible. It's that simple. It's not. Why are we making life as complicated when people for thousands of years have went through life with less complications? What is the issue here?
Again, okay, hold on for a second. Again, you're talking to
less complications.
Wait, hold on, time out. You're talking to people who are accomplished up here. Wife School is accomplished in her own way. Hold on. Dusto is accomplished in his own way, and I'm accomplished in my own way. So we understand really what you're saying. At the same time, again, I'm trying to talk to people who may not have what you have inside, right? And so you can't give them what you have inside. That makes you unique to a certain degree, right? But we can help them by giving them steps, actionable events. The first thing is, if you talk in the mirror, you have to get your ass up off the couch to get to the mirror and talk in the mirror. The second thing is, then after you talk to yourself in the mirror, talk good to yourself and tell yourself good stuff and stop telling yourself negative stuff. Then you go and you do the actions and you make the things happen and you go forth and you make actions, right? And bring yourself to a closer thing.
That's all I hear.
J1 said,
this is all
how
I
do
hear.
I know?
This is all I hear.
I don't get it.
Because guess what? If they hungry, ain't nobody got to tell them to go to the refrigerator and eat. If you out here and you doing bad, ain't nobody got to tell you to do better in life. It's that simple. What is wrong? Why are we making life so complicated? I don't understand the thought process. Please, if you out here and you doing bad, and people is like, okay, you know how many people I said join the military? I'm not going to join the military. Okay, you made the choice not to join the military. Then continue to do bad. That was your choice.
But the military is not for everybody, though.
The military isn't for everybody. But I gave you an option. Life isn't about what is for you. Life is about, until you have the ability to make life about you, until you go through life and you structure your life where I can say I can make the decisions the way I want to make decisions, you got to take the opportunities that are in front of you. That's why I can't. It really irritates me when they say there's no opportunities in the Black community.
I never said that, but let me.
That is a talking point. That is a talking point. We don't have enough opportunities. But when somebody presents an opportunity to certain individuals, they don't want to take the opportunity. Get a CDL. Now, I don't want to be over the road. Get a barber's license. I don't want to stand on my feet all day. I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it.
This is not that conversation, B Magic.
Okay. But it is. Hold on. That's about being an adult.
1 second. No, this is not that conversation. This is, yes, you do have to make a decision. And that's one of the first things that you have to do. At the same time, you do have to have positive self-talk, and you have to start talking to yourself better. Because a lot of people have heard some things like, I can't afford it. What do you think? Money grows on trees? What do you think? I'm made of money? People have heard their parents and people that allegedly love them tell them that they ain't shit and they can't do it and they're not good enough and they don't deserve shit and they're not worthy. So what I'm telling you is that you have got to reprogram your mind. There's people that have to hold on, Be Magic. Hold on. There's people that have to reprogram their minds, that have to get into a better headspace, that have to get into a better mentality to see the light of day, to even make the decision, because they've been programmed by other people. They've been programmed by circumstance. They've been programmed by the environment. And is that an excuse? Hell no. Not in America. It's no excuse. Is it a reason to fail? No. At the same time, what you have to do is you have to make a determination. You have to be determined. You have to make a decision, but you have to clear your mindset and get your mind right as well. Because if you don't, the success that you achieve will only be temporary. You will self-sabotage.
And I'm going to tell you this, brother. The reality of the situation, people will be motivated and driven if you tell them what they want to hear.
Well, that's not what I'm doing.
And I'm not saying you. I'm saying in the reality of the situation. If some individual is a certain type of way and you tell them certain things, then if it aligns with how they want to react to it or how they want to like attack it, then they motivated but if you tell them, no, you need to get out here and grind until your knuckles bleed. Oh no. But that's reality. That's how we should talk to people, because 100 years ago, that was reality. We gotten so far away from the natural order of things that people are so highly entitled. Soon as you bring up actually getting out here and grinding and actually getting out here and doing things, a lot of them, they just don't want to do it. They just don't want to do it. You could talk to them until they blue in the face. They just don't want to do it.
Hey, J1 said, how did I know Dusto would pop up on this convo? Dusto was babbling. That's what J1 said. I am live say yes, because people all know the right answers and decisions. No question to be asked and no guidance needed. I guess no guidance needed. And said Israel Mills, it's all good. Life has a way of humbling people for real and clarifying things for them. And then I Am Life said, people like B Magic don't understand until it affects their house. And then I Am Life says, I deal with people who are gun-ho and people who are on the verge of self-deletion. I would never allow B Magic around them. Yo, so why are you coming at B Magic like that?
They coming at me. Like they coming at somebody who has been clinically diagnosed with PTSD. I've been in 6 wars. 6. I've been to war 6 times.
Wow, thank you for your service, family.
So I told you about I was in intensive care for a week for jumping out of an airplane where I dislocated my whole pelvic ring in 3 places. They said this is the closest a man will feel to having a baby.
Oh my God.
So I've been through life. So when y'all say I don't understand life aspects, I had a mom that died at 41 years old because she was a dope fiend and a prostitute. Y'all don't understand the situations I've been through. That's why I said when life hits somebody, you just got to make a choice. It ain't about, woe is me, a violin. Why we the only species on this planet to feel like we got the ability to take time to make decisions when every other species it's survival. If we was more in survival mode, we would actually be happier in life. People would actually be happier in life if we actually was in survival mode. When you go to third world countries, they got a higher happiness rate than we do here in the Western civilizations.
I don't think that there's a thing as happiness anyway. That's fleeting. Yeah, that's fleeting.
Why do they have more community? Community
because
is what?
They care about each other and they know that they can come together and
handle issues, right? Exactly. Okay. We too individualized over here.
But that's what I'm saying. So if you, by telling your story, actually connects you with more people.
If I
You know what I'm
can't fix
saying?
my family, I doubt that I'm gonna be able to fix
You
thousands
don't
of
have to
people with my
fix
story.
anybody. Your goal isn't to
No,
fix
but
anybody. Your
someone's gonna be
goal
relate.
is to
Someone's
just
gonna
No, we
tell
looking for
them.
solutions for the community, right?
yeah,
This
someone's gonna be able
solution
to
day,
relate.
right? Is it not
Yeah,
the
it is.
solution day?
It
So we
is.
trying to fix something, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we need to understand people's mindset, the reality of people's mindsets.
Yeah, but you still have to open up the mindset. So the thing is, like, you can say, "Oh, life is hard." Okay, now we need to go deeper than that. Now you just said reality, reality, reality. Now you opened up a little bit more. Now I know that you got PTSD. Now I know that you broke your pelvic. I'm like, wow, damn. So now I can empathize with you a little bit more. So like, we
I
just
don't
want to
need you to
keep it so
empathize with
surface.
me. That's
We
the
want to keep
thing.
it so surface, and we don't want nobody to know our, deep dark secrets. But actually, that's where your power is. That's where our superpower is, and we can like, wow, I
I'm
really
gonna let
stand behind B, B Money now. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, he's been through a lot. So I'm gonna let my guard down, and I'm gonna tell a little bit of something about myself. You know what I'm saying? So in order for you to gain the trust and the trust of somebody, you have to extend that olive branch first. Instead of being like authoritative and like, this is how. No, that's not how you win people over. That's not how you inspire people to go towards solution-based answers.
J1 said, "Thank you for service, for your service, champion. That's why he talked his talk. He walked he walked. Layers of respect be magic." Go ahead, Dusto. I saw your hand. What's up, family?
I'm hearing what everybody's saying, and I'm hearing what is it B Magic? I can't see the names on the screen.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
can't see the name.
I think what I Am Life is trying to say is this, and I'll try to use an example. I got a cousin. She's married. She has 4 kids. You don't get to pick those kids' 4 personalities.
No.
One may respond to, "Man, get up and get out there. Come here. Get up." They might respond to that and be positive. Another one may respond to that and be negative because they don't have the confidence. They don't have whatever. So it may be a different approach for a different person. And people are who they are because they are who they are. Sometimes you need to meet a person where they are before you can influence them. Meet them at 0 and tell them to get to 1. Meet them at 1 before you can ask them to get to 2. Some people you can just grab, "Come here, get over here and get to 7." And then they'll at least go somewhere and they'll go do something. I'm like that, naturally. I can't stand when people try to, that doesn't work for me. But I was 18, I was in the Army. That's what I know. This is wrong. This is right. Get over there from wrong and get to right, or you're going to bleed to death. That's what I know. But most people, they're just not like that. So it's just more like sometimes it needs a different approach, more listening, more understanding, and a different type of motivation. Meaning, just saying, not saying anything you're doing is wrong, but it can't always be a one-stop shop. "You're losing. Come here. Get over there." That's all. That might be what I Am Life is trying to say in regards to this conversation.
And I understand that because this is the time we living in where we gotta like tend to people's feelings. But guess what? In reality of the world, it's not like that. You can with your children, like you said. But if I like when I was when I had soldiers, I couldn't treat my soldiers how they wanted to be treated, how they accepted my treatment of them. Oh, this soldier, I have to talk to him a certain type of way. I know I have to like this soldier, he's only like action based on how he reacted things. So I have to act a certain type of way with this soldier. This soldier over here, he just doesn't care. So I gotta like be really stern with him about certain. No, I have to have one. You have to have one leadership style. And that leadership style has to be the way to get the mission done. I don't have the ability to have 20 different leadership styles to make one mission happen. And that's usually when you step outside the boundaries of your 4 walls, that's how life is. You have to attack life the way life attacks you. And that's the reality of the situation. Because if, like you said, if I go to my boss right now and I say, "You know what? I prefer you to call me this. I prefer when you speak to me, you say Mr. and all that." You have to be, no, they're going to be like, "No, that's just too much. Either you work here or you don't." And that's reality. Now, in utopia, we have to get away from this utopia that we're trying to grasp because it's going to destroy society. In a utopia, yeah, that'd be lovely if everybody was talked to a certain type of way, and if I prefer this and I prefer, but that's not reality. That will never be this earth that we're living on. When you go through life, that you get treated exactly how you want to be treated.
That's not what
I do this with, and I get told that I'm treating my children wrong because I treat my daughter the same way I treat my son, and I treat my son the same way I treat my daughter. No, life is going to treat y'all both the same. Now, y'all going to go through certain situations in life that might be different, but majority of your life, you're going to be an adult and you're going to be treated like an adult. Point blank, period.
Yeah, you missed the whole very thing. And I'm gonna just throw.
No, I understand how you want to connect with people.
Be magic. Let them finish. Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead,
yeah.
Scam. Go ahead, Dustin.
If that were the case, people would just say the same thing, and it would work for everybody. We'd have one speech, and everyone would just fall in line. If that was the case.
And majority of policies and rules and regulations, when you go to jobs or any establishments, they are written one way.
Then why does the world look the way it does?
Because people are in their feelings. They're really in their feelings.
You just answered. You just proved my point.
Okay, how did I prove your point?
5 people, 2 are in their feelings, 3 are in their feelings. One's not, one's neutral. And you talk to them one kind of way, and you blame. You already got 3 people who failed because they're in their feelings.
Okay.
You're saying the leadership works if you just one thing, say one thing.
Okay. And guess what? Feelings are temporary. So guess what? How they feel today is not how they feel tomorrow. Okay, I see that you're talking to me this way, and that's nice. But tomorrow, I'm gonna need you to talk to me this way, or else I'm gonna feel a certain type of way.
You're missing the whole point.
I'm not dealing all this feeling stuff because in reality, that's not how anything has ever been conquered. That's not how anything has been established on feelings. No, we're not doing feeling based. We're not doing feeling based reality.
But I know that things are based on feelings, but there's just ways that you have to operate based on your own self-respect. I worked at a job where this boss, she was just going off on everybody. She's the director. So since she's the director, ain't nobody going to speak up. Her word is, bond, the last word. And she said, oh, I don't care about this. I don't care about. My hand went right up. I didn't care who she was. I said, listen, chick. I said, you can talk to us a better way because you're a leader. This lady didn't understand the question that you said, but she tried to answer it in that one unified way, like you're saying, and it wasn't resonating with her. So she felt a certain type of way, but it wasn't. It's just because she misunderstood. She was trying to hear what she was saying, but she just misunderstood. And I had to call her out. And I said, you need to talk to us a little bit better than what you're doing because it's just not registering. And you know what? Everybody was like, oh, shoot, look at Stephanie. Oh,
yep,
God,
there you go.
But it wasn't based on that. It was just because it was wrong. It was wrong. And I seen that it was wrong. She is a leader, but she didn't see that it was wrong. Okay. So she came back on another tip. She sent me an email. She said, thank you for correcting me because she thought she was right, but she wasn't. So sometimes if somebody does approach you, that you didn't do it the right way or whatever, I know you had to do your job. Yes, I respect her as a director. I respect you, Seema. But sometimes it's not the right way all the time. You know what I'm saying? You do have to approach things differently. Sometimes girls need it differently. Like, yeah, give us our reality, but give it to us in a softer way. And our boys, you give them the reality and give it to them in that man's way. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's all.
But then you got soft men. But then you got to give the soft men in their soft way too. And then you got to give the masculine women how they want it too. So no, we're not doing this how everybody wanted thing in reality. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. This is why the military is the way that it is. Because
no, I was talking about you. I was referring to your children, not the people.
Oh, my children. Oh, my children. Oh, yeah. I just raised them to be adults. That's how I see it. It's not about how they want it. I don't take how their feelings really. They're too young to understand their feelings. They're too
pancakes.
Oh,
pancakes. Stick your motherfucking potatoes it is.
I'm gonna hit you with the Bill. I'm gonna hit you with the Bill Cosby stand up. Dad, can we have chocolate cake? it has eggs in it. It has this in it. No, they don't get chocolate cake for breakfast. I'm sorry. I don't care about how they feel. They too young to understand their feelings.
And we're gonna let Dust get in after this. So I Am Life says, is it possible for some people to have trauma leakage and not realize it? That's a good question. So what say you, Dusto? Is that possible?
Trauma leakage.
Have a great day, I Am Life. Yeah.
Well, I was going to kill some of his argument, but
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, family. Go ahead.
I'll just leave it at this. There's this fictional place called the Manosphere. They're supposed to make all these men be something that they're,
Yeah, I don't believe in the Manosphere, but
right. The Manosphere is based on feelings, and it's also in bad faith.
Right, and I believe that too.
Every time you cut on the TV, it's based on feelings. A lot of times it's in bad faith. A lot of times you go to church, depends on where you go. It can be good feelings, bad feelings. Sports is based on feelings. 90% of your world that you live in or what you see is feeling based. Even the facts are to get up and go get some feelings. That's what people want. Love is a feeling. What do people want money and want success for? To go get feelings. So as much as they say, be a man, we're robots, we don't have any feelings. It's a damn lie.
I didn't say we don't have feelings because obviously I love my family.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's a balance. It's supposed to be a form of communication with balance and critical thinking. Feeling based. People know when you don't give a damn about them. They know when you don't care. They know when you're not listening to them. They know. And you won't get the response and you won't have the connection that you need. And even in the military, which I was in, if someone doesn't give a damn. I was E1, E2, E3. I got out, I was 20 years old. There was second chiefs that you work for, and there's ones that people don't want to work for, and they won't do the work. And it's about the relationship that you build with the person. Yes, you got to get up and you got to do the work. Let's be real. I'm saying that's a given. You got to get from A to B. You got to get there now. But what separates one leader from the next is the one who can have a different type of connection with the people. They ain't even got to say nothing to get to A to B. They just show up and get up there and get it done because of the leader that they're following. They don't want to let them down. I'm just saying, active listening, emotional intelligence, and connection and actual care. If everything is a robotic A or B, you missed everything else. That's what separates one leader from the next. I never said, oh, they're sensitive, tentative. Not that. I'm not saying, let's be real. In the military, grab the hammer and take it to section 2. When? Now. If you don't do it, it's going to be some consequences right then. I ain't never say throw that away. I'm just saying, don't forget. Don't forget the people are people.
You're not allowing me to ask questions. You're depriving me to understanding why I'm doing the things I need to do. I feel like you're just trying to dominate me and stop. No, this is how soldiers are.
He's saying how people take it.
That's how they'll take it.
But people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. Right.
So this is the thing. There's a policy in the military called fraternization. And as a leader, they will teach you when you go through leadership courses and they will train you. There's too much of a thin line. You cannot build that type of a relationship with your soldiers. Your soldiers are to follow orders. If they are doing anything else other than following orders, then the mission is in jeopardy. And that mission could dictate somebody's life. Point blank, period. So yes, and this is how companies see it too. If your employees are questioning their leadership or your employees are putting their feelings above the margin of what is to be made, the capital to be made, then that is a problem. This is why they have regulations and this is why they have policies. Is the leader right or is the leader wrong? That doesn't matter in the reality of the world. The reality of the world is that is your boss, point blank, period. And you're going to have to deal with that boss because every job you go to is not going to be catered to you or your feelings. If you want a utopia, it's not going to happen.
You missed the point.
If there's, you keep saying I missed the point, but that's what I'm getting at.
Hey, Sugar Bum said, "Why y'all lying? What y'all lying about today? We ain't lying, Sugar Bum. We ain't lying. We telling the truth, girl. We telling the truth. The nothing but the truth." Go ahead.
Here's an example. You don't get to pick your parents.
That's true.
You don't get to used to not necessarily believe that you could pick your employer.
That's true.
In 1946 and 52, you go work at the plant. The way people were conditioned, I'm gonna work here at this job, and I'm gonna work till I'm 78. I'm gonna die and retire. Adaptability and a lot of things didn't change. Feminism and all the other stuff that people keep blaming everything for. Now people are more adaptable, and the world is ever changing. And if you people who work for somebody during their time of survival, yeah, they'll do what you do. But once given the option, they're out and they're going to quit on you.
So they
And
entitled.
they're never there.
And that's why we can't have marriages, because once given the option to leave, they'll leave.
You're proving my point. But here's the thing.
No, that's my point. My point is people are going to be who they are.
No, you missed the point. The point is this. People have a mindset. It's 1968. You show up as a man, and all you do is work a job. You robot your family to death, and she's supposed to stay for 58 years. It's not like that. 2023, people are bleeding emotionally. That's their number one where they're bleeding. Communication is the biggest problem. This is why the manosphere is a joke. They're telling men to go protect, provide, get this money, dangle it around in the sky. Money that you don't even want to give to women. Two people that don't even like each other. And it's never about marriage. Never about actual people being together. It's manosphere is keeping the people apart. But the biggest problem is communication and connection. Building effective relationships. That requires talking, it requires listening. It requires understanding. It requires understanding this person is different. I'm this way. Instead of grabbing a sledgehammer, do it this way, do it that way, you're wrong. And being some kind of robotic tyrant. No woman wants to come home to that. No child wants to be raised by that. I'm just saying.
And I'm not arguing that point.
No, here's the thing. That's why when given the option, now I'm not saying stuff ain't wrong. If this leadership was so great in 1952 when we was married at a 92.8% rate, then now we're married at a 20% rate. If it was so good, why were people looking to leave when given the option?
Because people started saying, you know what? I have feelings. It's not about duty. It's not about honor. It's not about integrity. It's about how I feel. It's about feelings. We started getting into this feeling-based society where everything is feelings. Feelings.
He got a point. He got a point there. That's a decent point right there.
If it was up to those two people, because you can't tell me families weren't going on vacations. You can't tell me kids weren't going to summer camps. You can't tell me that, no, it wasn't robotic. If they were in a robotic relationship, it was on them to fix their relationship. You can't blame that on society about the choices that you made in your own household.
You're proving my
blank,
point.
period.
You're proving my point. My point is, you said it's about duty. It's about, how would you know if you didn't even
What's going on, Brother Malika?
You said what?
What you say, Desto? Go ahead. What you say, Desto?
Okay. If it's about this duty, and it's about this, and it's about that, did you ever listen to what the other party, why they're leaving?
Why they're leaving? It's usually because I'm not happy or because somebody cheated.
Why weren't they happy? And why was somebody cheating?
They weren't happy because they started feeling like being just at home and being a mother was, as some women are putting it, was like slavery. That's how they felt. But now they wish they can be at home, and they wish they had a man that paid all the bills, and they wish all these things. It's kind of confusing to me now.
Yeah, because you're not listening and watching. Here's the deal. Because there's the robotic points. They want protection and provision. Protect and provide. Protect and provide. Look at the actions of women. The actions of women. Then they say, oh, the six-figure six-pack. They're all lies.
They are. They're not. They're
Yes,
not total lies.
What do you mean
They're
by
not
that?
total lies.
Let's find out what he means by that. What do you mean by that, Dust, when you say they're all lies? What do you mean?
Okay, I just want to know. Let's use some critical thinking. If all the women want 6-figure, 6-pack, 6 foot, 6, that would mean there would be no conversation about Pookies and Ray Rays and all these dudes, because they'd have no women and nothing to talk about, right? Because all the women want this. All the kids would already be 6'4", because all the men who got the women would be 6'4" and above. They make all the kids because they got all the women.
No.
But they said they want this, and it's a lie.
No, it's not a lie.
Well,
They
hold on
want
real
it.
quick. J1 said everybody started playing the playing the piano, talking about I'm emotional and I can't let go.
Here's the thing. I
When
can
it
take you
hurts
to
so
any city.
much inside.
See,
I will take you to
you're
any city in the country.
conflating
Shout out to
wants
Carl
with
Thomas.
probability. They want one thing, they don't have the probability of getting it, and the men know they don't have a probability of getting it. They know that they're gonna pick whatever is around them in the end anyway, because they're not gonna end up with no millionaire. They're not gonna end up with a model list type dude with a 6-pack, and they're not gonna end up with somebody who's 6'4". So majority of them, so they have a higher probability of just being themselves and still getting the box.
You missed the point. The point I was saying is they're basing it on what's being said, but they're not watching what's being done.
I got that.
Here's
But that still doesn't take away the fact of what they want. They still want that. Like you said, given the option, if you put a 6 foot tall dude that looked like Shamar Moore with a 6-pack, and he had millions of dollars, and
It hurt so much inside.
or Tyrese or whoever, and he was going to be loyal to them and only them, they'll jump on that quick, fast, in a hurry.
Here.
Look at her. She said, yeah, the probability of it. So what they want, just like a lot of people want to be rich and wealthy, but the probability of it happening is not in the favor of a lot of people.
Because everybody's not willing to do what it takes to get what they want.
Because that's what the manosphere, they stuff them the robotic, scripted talking points. Here's the deal.
Why you keep talking about the manosphere over here, Dusto?
I'm not a big fan of the manosphere either, because they don't talk about all the variables. They don't talk about all the variables.
So why you keep talking about the manosphere?
Number one, biggest thing I see is there's a bunch of angry dudes.
I said that before. I said sound. I said that.
They could be Woody Dickens with meat that goes off the computer screen. They
Woody
can have
Dickens?
abs that glow in the dark. A briefcase full of casheline. A woman comes and sits and has dinner with them. 10 minutes into talking, I hate women. She's going to get up and she's going to leave and never come back. Then he's going to come on the internet. There's something wrong with these women. Maybe the most important thing to a woman in a whole combination of things, they want to be around the person that they want to be around. The person who makes them feel a certain way, that they're there at 7 o'clock.
If that's the case, why they ain't in their friend
Wait,
zone?
hold on.
Let
Dust finish real quick. Let Dust finish. Go ahead, Dust.
Why they ain't marrying their friend zone?
Well, hold on. Let Dust finish. Go ahead, Dust. Go ahead, finish.
Oh, that's funny.
You're going on a date with a woman at 7 o'clock. He told you she got to go to work in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably bedtime 10, 11 o'clock. And it's 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And y'all still talking? Walk to the car, talk 30, 45, an hour and a half into the car. That's what they want. They want when they go stay the weekend and they go wash clothes and stay an extra day because they just want to be there. Just wanting to be there. They'll ride with the AutoZone with you in the back of the car. Mm-hmm. They miss you that. And it has nothing to do with, I miss your your W-2s came in yesterday. I need you to. That's what they keep telling these people. Protect and provide. Don't nobody woman go looking, I need some protection. They're not dating police officers. They're not in the gym looking for the biggest dudes.
Well,
You should
Dust.
vote,
Well,
bro.
Dust. Wait. I got it because you
Fighting.
taking it
You
left.
have a job.
Dust. Wait. Stop. You taking it
Hey,
left. Wait. Hold on. Be
why
magic.
ain't
Hold
they
on.
marrying their friend
Be magic.
zone? If
Hold
that's
on.
all they
Hold
want
on.
somebody to talk to.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Dust. I can't let you get away with that. Dust, you're going way too
Oh
far
my
because this is the
goodness,
thing. This is the thing.
Right. That makes sense.
Instinctively, hold on now.
that's
Now you
crazy.
have a point. You have a point when you say that you do need a sense of communication, and you do
I
all
got
need
you.
to be able to communicate.
And
We're in
it's
total
70 to
agreement with you
80%
there.
of it. Yes.
Wait, hold on, Dust. Stop. I'll let you rock. Hold on.
Okay.
But when you go to the extent of trying to talk about what women want and trying to model yourself after what women want, you're dead wrong, and you're going down a path of destruction.
You're talking about what they need more than what they say they want. What they want and what they need is totally different.
Right. So while I agree with you, yes. Hey, Mr. Riss, how you doing? While I agree with you, yes, you want to be able to have good communication and good compatibility with your woman. Absolutely. But when it comes as a man to trying to curtail yourself or trying to put yourself in a box in order to fit a woman, you are going wrong each and every time. You should never ever
They
do
will
that.
put you in the friend zone.
Yeah,
They got
No,
never
I
ever
don't
do
the
think
that.
that's
single
what
woman has
Gusto was
more
trying to
male
say. I just
friends than
think
they.
he's trying to
They're missing
appeal
everything
to
they're saying.
that connection that woman wants from a man. But a man should always stay on his purpose and what he is in terms of the relationship, which is his provision, which we already know that he's going to do what he's going to do or whatever purpose he's on. That is his primary focus, but he should not allow that to totally take away from what she needs in those little nuances of the relationship to keep it going.
Yeah.
What I was not saying, you meet a woman and then you get ragdolled up and down the street following her most. That's not what I said.
Okay.
That's something, yes, to get put in the dust zone.
Okay.
I'm talking about a balance. You're going to be a man, you're going to be who you are.
Oh yeah.
But there's a level of effective listening and communication. And all two people don't connect.
Right. That's true.
Some
That's
dude's trying to
absolutely
force it.
yeah,
But
you shouldn't. You
it
should.
takes
I'm famous for
mean-
saying you should never try to fit square pegs in circular holes. You should never
Right.
do that. If
But
it
there
doesn't
are
fit,
people-
let it
right.
go.
But I'm just saying what's lacking, the biggest thing is the connection between man and women. It's not the protect and provide, and it's not all this junk. It's people don't know how to talk to each other and they don't listen to anybody. And now there's
Why?
warfare amongst everyone because they
But
can't.
why? But why is that connection missed? You didn't say that part. Why is it not there? Because of the options and the entitlement of people in our society now. They have too many options.
That's a small factor.
They really don't.
That's not a small factor when I
'Cause
got
they really
people
don't
on the
have as
couch
many-
right now thinking they got all the options in the world to
But
do
that's
whatever they
pseudo-
want to do or
'cause you
how they
think
want to
it's-
do it.
But see,
Okay,
that's
hold
the
on.
thing.
Let me
Because
clear
you
it up
think
and make-
that you have it, doesn't that mean that you
And
have
that's
it?
the problem. I didn't say they had it. I said
Let me
that they
say something.
think they have all the options, or they do have. Some people do have options. Some people are that fine where they can just feel like they can just get the bag from all these dudes and all this other stuff.
No,
Hey,
let me clear something
J1
up.
said she still belongs to someone else.
No, let me clear some and make it more fair. There are women who are wives and married
Why you
women.
stepping on my joke?
You
Just
said
don't
what?
let me finish.
No, there are
Go ahead,
women who
Dust.
are wives and they're marriable women. Then there's
Okay.
moldable, neutral women. They can go either way, depending on the person, depending on the environment, depending on some things. Let's be real. America's America. People wrecked. People are freaking wrecked. We know this. Then you got the nation of Wigwam. All them women are out of control and it doesn't matter what you do. Those are the women you stay away from because it's nothing.
And
So I'm
I'm
not
with you.
saying take this man and go over there.
Wait,
It
did
don't
he
matter
just
who
say
you
the
are.
nation of Wigwam? Is
Yeah,
that what he
nation
just
of
said? The
Wigwam.
nation of Wig.
Yes.
Wait, you can't just say the nation. Wait. The nation of Wigwam.
It's okay,
sir?
Justo. I know you're
Yeah.
talking about me.
The nation of Wigwam. They out of control.
I think that's
reacting,
so
cracking.
funny. I love it. I love it.
Ain't nothing you but what people are trying to do take some regular dudes and get women from over there and try to make some. You can't do it. That's like taking a woman out of church and throwing Pookie there. It's not gonna work no matter what you do. So you got to eliminate those out the picture. Only talking about people who can do something.
And that's hard. And I'm gonna be honest. And that's hard if you're talking about our community, the Black community. The Nation of Wigwam is very strong in the Black community. Or it's all these beauty salons with these wig mannequins wouldn't exist. You go into any beauty salon up against the wall, there's gonna be a bunch of wig mannequins.
Okay, no, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying is, if the person is not qualified,
okay, I got you.
One or two parties is not qualified,
but that's on an individual level. Yes, those individuals got to make that choice. But we're talking about a community. We're talking about a generality of a community. You're talking about people making individual choices, which is cool. I'm with individual choices. I spoke on it for about an hour. But when we're talking about a community, we have to not overlook the Nation of Wigwam. We can't overlook the flying away eyelashes with the feathers on them and all that. You know, they look like they about to fly away from their face. You know, we can't overlook that.
You can't overlook it.
You muted, Chief. You muted.
No, you can't
Hold up. How did we hold the hell on? How did we get here? Like, we was not having this kind of conversation.
He brought up Wigwam, so I got
Hold up.
How did we get to the Nation of Wigwam? How did we get here? We was talking about how to make people better. And we talk about eyelashes and wigs. Where did this help me? Somebody help me. Here's a cash out. Someone show you love. What in the world? And we
like to do that. We like to do that in the community.
It's all part of what we're talking about.
We like to do that in the community. We love to like sweep up under the rug the dirty laundry, and that's not cool. We can't keep sweeping up under the rug the dirty laundry. We know what community does, what our community do. We can't keep doing that.
No, here's the deal.
This whole Freaknik thing would not be a topic, and we know why it's a topic. We know how we get down in the community.
Okay, step one, leave the damn community. It ain't a community anyway. It's a bunch of out of control.
Okay, I don't know what you want to call it then. Why we having these conversations? What we trying to help, Israel? What we trying to help?
He's trying to help the community. We're trying to help the community.
I thought he said it ain't a community.
Well, we're gonna build one back up. We're gonna build one from the ground up. We're trying to help the healthy-minded, hard-working people to get together and build a Nation of Wigwam.
No, Nation of Wigwam was already built.
Over there with the in the kingdom of niggerdom.
No, here's the thing. What it won't happen. You can't group me in with Marquand and Marquavius in there.
And I'm with you. I'm with you.
No, this is not a community. This is survival of the fittest. It starts with individuals.
No, we gotta take their feelings into account now. You hurting them. You hurting Pookie and Ray feelings because they feel like they part of the community.
Hey, y'all just made me lose a lot of viewers because nobody wants to be a part of the Nation of Wigwam. See, y'all tripping, man. Why you have to do that, man? Y'all tripping.
They feel like they up there with Huey Newton and Malcolm X and Martin Luther the King, and they part of that.
No, here the deal is. We're individuals first. There's some kind of standard.
You speaking my talk now. You speaking my talk now.
No, still. Marquavius Jones can't get in the car with a Mac 12 if I'm driving. There's a standard. But a lot of stuff separates itself automatically. Like if I say, hey, let's go to the gym. Some people ain't getting in the car. So it's going to happen naturally. Hey, man, let's go to church. Hey, let's go to the salsa club. No, I'm going to keep it. The separation should happen automatically based on your lifestyle and your actions.
Okay.
But
I'm with you.
What you can't do is group these people in who don't, when you're talking about marriage or putting families together, you can't take unfamily-minded people and throw them into the equation. Or you'll take and destroy the very few nuclear families that you already have. You can't do that.
So
there has to be a separation.
So this is solution day. So what's the solution?
But also,
we should start talking about Black relationships.
Movie lean on me, right? You got to get somebody strong enough
What was the first
to
thing he did?
spearhead that. And even if he was in all that chaos, but he turned it around.
Different time.
He
Different
turned.
times.
But no, it's not. No, it's
Mr.
not.
Clark could get his ass whooped in
No, it's
Chicago.
not. Because there's,
Wait, hold on, let him finish. Let him finish.
eventually,
Go, Mike, go, Mike, let him finish.
people are going to want to seek a nuclear family. Eventually, they're going to want a connection with a man or to be married, whatever. So if you have the ability to get out there early, like we're doing now, like we're trying to do now, somebody's going to catch on. It may not be by the masses, by the droves, but somebody is going to hear your message and say, well, I want to upgrade. I want to level up to the Mac. Was it the Mac 12? I don't know what that is. But you know what I'm saying? They're going to want to level up. They're going to want to go to the gym with you. They're going to want to change their lifestyle because they see the results you're getting.
If that was the case, then we would be all right. If that was the case, we'd be all right.
The first thing he did in Lean on Me was he expelled 300 students. That's the first thing he did, meaning create separation.
That couldn't happen now. We too feelings based.
And you can't do that now anyway. But the first thing he did was say, you bad apples, go over there and go be victims somewhere. That's partially proving the point. You can't take.
But like you said, it will be
an
instant separation. So like, it's true. I agree to that.
Mr. Clark would be labeled a misogynist.
But that's okay because
too many single mothers would be like, not my baby. You not kicking my baby out to school.
No,
it would just
feelings has a limit. I'm not saying make everything to where you catering to people's feelings.
I'm saying it's not even at the top of the
it is at the top.
No,
managing feelings is
life has never been lived like that. Sorry.
And that's why it looks the way it looks now.
No, it looks like the way it looks now because we got feelings at the top of the totem pole.
No, we don't. Here's the deal.
Oh, yes, we do. Oh, yes, we do.
50% of the population is women. Feelings is the currency.
Yes,
men have no emotional intelligence.
Yes,
they don't listen. Women don't listen.
Yes, we do. We feelings is so far at the top of the totem pole. We got boys doing the nay-nay. They look soft as hell. They all in their feelings.
It's not the matter of feelings. It's
it's feelings.
So it's like they need a balance of logic. It's not the feeling that they're in their feelings. No, that it's being raised.
This is what he says going on. Hold
they
on.
being
What you say?
Say it. They being raised by what? They being raised by what?
Women.
Oh, did what? What do women put at the top of the totem pole? They emotions, right?
Okay, so
they feelings, and that poured into them little boys.
Like we gotta put
that poured into them little boys. It poured into some.
I spell it. S-O-F-T. Soft. Huh?
Soft.
Because they into their feelings. They don't know how to control their emotions. They soft. We need more men who think more like this guy, who know how to go to combat and do manly things.
But a lot of the women they're attracted to by trauma are the low caliber guys. So in essence, I know you guys probably don't want to talk to them because you're separated yourself from them. They, in a sense, do need some guidance. Now, I didn't say you ain't gonna change the world, but I don't know.
No, let me make it more simple. Here's the deal. A lot of stuff.
Life's too complicated. You can't make it simple.
A lot of stuff you're talking about feelings. You're talking about people who've been manipulated in bad faith, and they've been manipulated through their feelings.
Yeah,
that we can agree on. Feelings can,
but you can't be manipulated through your feelings if you ain't feelings based.
Hold on, let him finish though. Let him finish.
If there's no feelings based, then you got robots. And why would men even need women when you can just stay and just robot, eat sandwich, go home, go to sleep? What do we need people for? 50%.
The same reason we need women.
Let him finish his point. Be Magic. Let him finish his point. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry.
You cannot cut off the fact and just turn people into robots and say that feelings don't matter and they don't even exist. You can't do that. The world you're looking at is being manipulated by feelings. Now, there's good and bad on the feeling side. I'm not saying that cater to the need. What they're doing is falsely catering to people's needs and misleading them to hell. That's what they're doing. That's one reason that the leaders need to be emotionally intelligent, so they can actually understand what's going on and redirect and correct that very behavior. But if the dudes are just robots, and if you're a robot and you're a tyrant, do this. They're going to manipulate that person and say, look at that tyrant over there. They're going to cater to their feelings and they're going to turn you into an enemy. That's what they're doing right now.
So why you always got to go to the extreme like females when they get in their emotions? Why you got to say robots? Look at me. I take my family to Disney last month. We going to Panama next, June. We don't live a robot-based life. You can still be masculine. You can still have a certain thought process about life and how you attack life and still don't be robotic.
Why are you taking them on vacation?
Wait, hold on, real quick. Hey, shout out to Christopher J. J1 said, hold on, J1 said.
But guess what? In the reality of, go ahead.
Let me just read J1's comment. J1 said, there is no nation stronger, no nation higher, no nation greater than with a just released study, the 10th richest nation per capita, the nation of Wigwam. Wow, I'm dead. No offense to the
I thought he was going somewhere with that. Yeah, you got me.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Now, I'm gonna answer your question. You asked me a question, right?
I'm saying we're both using extremes. I'm trying to put it. Let's try to make it balanced and
I'm gonna answer your question. My love for my family, and the reality of the world only means something to me and my family. The rest of the world don't care about how I love my family. My bosses don't care about how I love my family. The world is too harsh and too aggressive to go through life to care about how people love their families. Okay. That's not how the world operates on no species. Not one species, not even plants, have it that easy. We step on plants every day. You step on grass every day. I don't want to hear about how the world perceives how you are with your family. The world don't care about how you love your family. I'm taking my family because I love my family.
No, that's not
the world doesn't care about how I love my family. The world is not based off of that. It has never been based off of that.
Okay, that wasn't what I was referring to. The world.
You asked me a question. I just answered your question. I don't know what you're referring to.
No, I'm just trying to. That's fair. What I'm trying to say is,
all I'm trying to say. Why am I taking them to Disney? I just said because I love my family.
No, what I'm saying, you're taking them to Disney.
Well, I already took them to Disney.
Family,
we're going to Panama.
And then it's feeling based. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and I didn't say feelings didn't matter. What I do on a daily basis has nothing to do with that Disney trip, or it's just I have to put food in my family's mouth. Number one, I have to protect my family.
Question. He said, "Is it plant lives matter now too?" So plant lives,
right?
Matter,
I mean, where are we going with this feeling when you put feelings at the top of the totem pole of life structure? Where are you going with that? How do you think that that's going to work out in the world when people manipulate?
Both feelings. You need both logic.
I didn't say you don't need it. I'm saying it should never be at the top of the totem pole.
You wouldn't care about your children. You wouldn't care about your family.
I didn't. I'm talking about life. I'm talking about how you go through life. Yes, that is a small aspect of my life, my love for my family. Right now, I spend 80%. Most people spend 80% of their time at their job. Your job doesn't care about your family. Everybody knows that.
You love your job.
Most people, the studies say, most people don't love their job.
I'm asking you.
No, I don't love my job. I don't love my job because you know what I would love is to truly retire. That's what I would love, but I don't make enough money to dictate the way my life.
Yes, but greater than your logic, actually, your love for your family is driving you to go to work more than.
No, I went to work before I had a family. I'm a man. First and foremost, I am a man. I am an adult. I chose to be an adult. I chose to be a man. This is just what I would do no matter what, if I had a family or not. This is just what I am. This is why men and their resources, this is just what they have. This is just what they come with. They come with the resources. When you're a man, you have resources. That's just what you come with. having a family it's just easy to have a family as a man as far as providing for them because you're a man. You provide because you are a man and you have resources.
Okay.
That's just what it is. That's why I don't understand when people say it's hard to have a family. What do you mean it's hard to have a family? Your kids are just living off of you being an adult. I mean, I mean, yes, there's trials and tribulations as far as life, but that's just going through life.
Okay.
Yeah. So I love my family, but when I'm in the world outside of my family, I have to attack the world. I have to attack the world every day. I have to put up with my employee. I'm a supervisor. I have to put up with employees. I have to do this. I have to manage this. I have to do this. I have to like cater to my bosses. I have bosses. There's a lot of things I have to go through. Yes, I'm doing it for love, but that's just me. That has nothing to do with the world. The world doesn't care about my love for my family. That's small compared to what you go through in life as far as you traveling through life. You have so much more to deal with 80% of your time than, yes, the reason why you're doing it might be big to you, but in the grand scheme of things.
Y'all remember Brother Love? He used to be like, I love you. I love you. Y'all remember that?
I got a question.
I'm not saying it's not important either.
What's
Because
up,
yeah.
A question for B Magic. You said that third world countries have less resources, less this, less that.
Yeah.
But they're still happier.
Yeah.
Why?
They're still happier because they have.
One more thing. If feelings, connections, communication,
right,
it's not that important. Because we got all the resources in America. You got fat, lazy people sitting on 50, 60,000 victim checks coming in. Why are they happier over there?
They're happier because they don't have as much to deal with as we do. To have top of the line health care, I have to work the hours that I have to work. I have to grind the way I have to grind. My wife is from Panama. Her family never will have to grind the way that we grind, but their relatives are always sick. They're always in and out of hospitals. They're happier because that's all they have is each other. That's what you get when you have a feelings-based society. You don't have actually getting through life on the top of the level of survival. You just have each other. That's it. That's all you have. That's like what else you gonna do but be happy until somebody dies when they're like 40 years old because they don't have the medicine to fucking survive.
So
what else you gonna do?
Is their happiness. All they have
is their happiness.
In and out the hospital.
All they have is a feeling.
Okay, but yo, shout out to Mr. Black Sheep. What's good, fam?
And
yo,
happiness.
I need to find out who came after Cellulite's BBWs. Who came after your BBWs Cellulite podcast? What happened? I ain't hear nobody come after your BBWs on
Cellulite podcast. Oh my god.
Yeah, Cellulite. He likes them big.
I've stayed in the Philippines before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the Philippines, they don't have a stable infrastructure where the lights stay on. Their power goes out like every day or every other day, right? And I used to think when I was there that all the families would go outside and play in the streets with their kids, and they would do family-oriented activities when the lights go out because the power went out. Until I talked to them, they're like, no, we don't want to stay in the house because somebody might get attacked. When the power goes out, the threat of danger goes up. So we have to all come together and stay together to protect one another because a little girl might get raped or something might happen.
Oh, damn. That's
so
crazy.
It's the truth. We don't talk about the real realities outside of the United States. We want to think we got problems. No, they literally have problems, and all they have.
But wait. We got enough going on in the United States to be worried about what someone else got going on. We got to worry about what we going on in our own house. Hold on, wife school. We got to worry about what's going on in our own house.
And I understand that. I'm just bringing that up. He wanted to talk. He wanted to talk about third world countries. I'm just speaking on it. That's all I'm saying.
The thing I wanted to express with that is this. I've been out the country plenty of times. Probably go to Panama sometime this summer. But
Should visit Costa del Este.
¿Tú hablas español?
Sí.
Poquito.
Sí.
¿Quién te enseñó?
Tú,
Right now.
¿dónde eres tú? ¿Panamá?
Sí, pero
¿Quién
sí,
te
sí.
enseñó español?
¿Tu familia es Panamá?
Mhm.
Sí.
¿Quién?
Somebody say yes. Come on.
Sí
I
or
don't know
no?
who he's talking to.
No,
I'm
no.
talking to Desto. I'm asking
Oh.
these people from Panama.
Oh, yeah, no. Mi papá y no, mi papá, mi mamá, no.
Yeah,
Pienso
my
que-
wife's Panamanian, so we go to Panama every year or every other year.
Yeah, my point is, if America got all this money, all these resources, the best healthcare, which they're the fattest and sloppiest, they dying faster.
Uh-oh.
But
You come say like, yeah, he coming after
And
your
don't bring up
BBWs,
this
say like.
if you don't want to speak on it now.
Yeah, cellulite. He coming after your BBW. Wait, kid,
No,
before you go
it's
after
very
cellulite's
true.
BBWs, can we have wife school to be able to speak? Go ahead, wife school. Go ahead, say, because I know Dusto going to talk
What?
about the BBWs and cellulite.
no, I ain't going to BW. I'm gonna talk about
Oh
this.
no, Dusto's telling the truth. We are the fattest. We have the most resources. We're lazy. And
Well,
we
speak for
we're
yourself.
selfish,
What I was
entitled,
saying.
And the
Speak for
you
unhappy.
know. And I truly
Physical health.
acknowledge that, and I love people from other countries. That's how I learned to step away from myself and my situation and be like, wow, they really are genuinely happy and they don't care. They're just very adaptable in most situations, and they actually care about each other. They actually work hard here, send money back home, and they love and connect with their family daily. Daily, and I love it. I love it. So like it seems like even when I worked the least amount of money, I actually felt really good because I didn't have a lot of stress. You know what I'm saying? But I love other cultures
what it
because
is.
the women's community, they're family based. They rely on each other. They share. Everybody, you can go and share with somebody. They take care of each other. It doesn't have to be like within your family. That actually people in your neighborhood, like they take care of each other, and I love it. And I think we should have more of that within our culture. But woo, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, the point I'm trying to make
And that's
is,
what it is.
yeah, the point I was trying to make was you're saying feelings. I don't know where you're standing, but you're saying feelings down here, other stuff up here.
I said there's a lot more stuff that I have to worry about going through life, and I can't put feelings. I can't focus on feelings at the top of the totem pole. I just can't do it. I can't. It's hard enough to get through life. Do you know all the successful people, how many people they had to put on the back burner just to become successful in America?
What is successful?
I mean,
because there's people with all this money.
Okay,
and stuff.
you want to know what successful is to me? John Q. You seen the movie John Q?
No, didn't see it.
Okay.
With Denzel, you didn't see Denzel?
With Denzel and John Q.
I didn't
Okay,
see
so
John
John Q was based off of a man who said he thought he was successful, maybe, right? Had an average job, family structure was intact, blah, blah, blah. Son was at a little league game, had a heart attack, needed a new heart. He doesn't have the insurance and he doesn't have the money to get his son a new heart. So if he thought he was successful, but he truly didn't have the level of success to take care of his family the way that he could have taken care of his family in America. I, to this day, this is why I said I'm not special. To me, I don't have the level of success to even still feel like I can nearly take care of my family the way that they need to be taken care of, the way that other people in America can take care of their family. And if that's me being based and being realistic with my situation. If my son was to have a heart attack, I don't have the insurance that would cover my son getting a new heart. You really gotta be really moving in life to get the type of insurance to cover a $200,000 to $300,000 surgery.
No, this is what I'm saying. Trying to make it more simple.
Am I more successful than some other people? Yes, but I'm not to the level where I would love.
Right, that's an America mindset where you got to. With America tries to brainwash and program people to keep.
No, they don't have to try. I accept that. I'm sorry, there ain't no trying.
Let him finish though. Be mad.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Finish. Go ahead. Let him finish.
What I'm saying is, America programming is that you have to have this, be this, and then if you do it, they're gonna talk about you anyway and say you ain't nothing. Or then you ain't gave enough. Oh, you ain't really a Christian. You ain't. I mean, that's America. Everybody hate everybody. It's founded on hate and misrepresentation and manipulation. The feelings part is this: if you cut all the junk, at the end of the day, everyone wants to live a good life, healthy life, mentally stable life. I think fitness and mental health come before resources anyway. Then you want to have a resourceful life. You want to have something, be able to do something. And a lot of the best memories in your life usually don't have anything to do with money. That's a fact. There are people who have all these money memories and miserable, depressed. They're actually losing. So what I'm saying is that feelings and stuff aren't so important. And I'm just saying balance. I'm not saying a one or the other. No feeling. I'm just saying in some form of some kind of balance. Why is there hate? Why is there disconnection? Why are certain people miserable? Why is it that in third world country they can live better than we can?
But they don't. See, that's the problem. They feel like they living better than we can. Every time my wife goes to Panama, she almost get raped for money. Can we get some money? Can we get this? Raped for money. Can we get this? Can we get that? They almost turn their back on. Oh, you just bougie. You just that. They got so many needs that they need money for that they cover it up. They sweep under the rug all those needs that they need that money for to feel. They want to make it seem like they're more happy. Just because somebody seems like they're more happy, but when it comes down to the nitty gritty, when her uncle needed a prosthetic leg and he had to get on a plane and he had to get on a waiting list to get a prosthetic leg to fly to Germany to get a prosthetic leg because they don't even have enough prosthetic legs in Panama for all the people that need prosthetic legs. What are we talking about here?
Right, but they don't have it. So hold on real quick before y'all get into that. So being that my boy is up here now. Tavares said, how was that success? Okay, but now Snuggles said, what do you people consider fat? What do people consider fat?
I won't even I won't even answer that question.
Base it on the BMI, okay? Keep it simple.
When your body is in a strenuous state, when they can test your body and it's in a strenuous state because of your weight, you're overweight. You're fat.
Yeah. I want to respond to something you said. You're talking about the people needing a leg and the unhealth over here and this. Americans are more unhealthy than the people in the third world country.
They choose to be.
No, but I'm saying, hold on, choosing to be, or
they choose to be.
You're correct. But my point is, how can we say that the third world is suffering from all these problems with health when we're suffering more over here?
Okay, but there's a difference. There's a difference.
Hold on, real quick. What's the percentage of people in third world countries that are unhealthy? What do y'all think that percentage is?
No, Israel, I'll say this: if you cross the border, go to Dion, anywhere, you will see it. Just like that.
So
what would I see? Hold on, B Magic. What would I see just like that?
You'll see what humans are supposed to look like if you go to another country.
Okay, there's a difference.
And it doesn't look like barbecue sauce. You'll see
what does barbecue sauce look like?
My man's. Hold up, time out.
See,
this is
let him finish for a second.
I came up here for the two tall cue bar, the distinguished milk dub. My man's, what you got against BB?
Why you call my man distinguished milk dad, man? Because
he got that gloss over that cap. But we want
people to be healthy. He would just want healthiness, man.
I love healthiness, right? And I'm all about health. I'm all about body positivity. I'm all about all of that, right? But what you got against BBW? So you ain't never been with a big girl before? That's what you're saying.
I'm not a fan of the BBWs.
So you never been with a big girl before? That's what I'm saying.
Never been my thing. No.
So you never been with a big girl before?
No.
What's your definition?
He can have his preference.
Wait, hold on. Let him answer the question. Y'all, one mic. Let him answer the question.
What's your definition of a big girl? Take your time.
The fact that it has to be a question means that the person is too big.
Okay, so what's all right. So
yeah, you said you got to answer is too big. Go ahead.
I agree with you. Good answer. All right, so what's the weight limit? If you had to put a number on it, what's
the weight? I don't know, but they need to be looking right. I'm 188
Man,
pounds.
it's some big girls that's put together as well.
How tall are you, Dust?
You should probably date those.
How tall are you, Dust? He does. He loves them. How tall are you, Dust?
6 feet.
Okay, he's 6 feet, 188 pounds. Okay.
Hey, I need to speak on that though. Yes, there are some women that are well put together when they're younger. I saw this lady. She was a receptionist. She had a small face, small neck, small shoulders. When she got up to make a copy, she was very extremely over large at the bottom. So just because when you're younger, you might be well put together, but if you don't take care of that, if you don't take care of that, it can get out of hand. It can
Hey,
get out of
salute
hand.
to you, Princess. Good luck. Mwah. God bless you. Good luck on your ventures with the white man. Princess said, this conversation was good for me. I've decided to date outside my race. I'm tired of listening to black men. Y'all are exhausting spiritually, mentally, emotionally, socially, and physically. Hey, listen, I understand, Princess. God bless you. God bless you and your white man. Y'all enjoy yourself. Mwah.
See, that was a racist kind of statement though, because they got white guys that ain't about nothing either. So what's the point?
Hey, listen, if she want to go outside and explore, that's her right. Just like it's my man's right here. If he like the big girls, but hey, listen.
I mean, do it because that's
just
your
don't
preference.
have them bust
Don't
up
do
in
it
there
because
like this.
what you said.
Princesses,
make
just don't have them
people
bust
have
up in
your
there like
preference,
this.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Princess.
People can do whatever they want to do. Just let them.
Ooh, please let's not live.
I knew you. Damn it to hell, I knew your face was familiar to me. Man, back in the day, your wife just sucked the meanest. Well, I know you're a lucky man. You scum-sucking son of a bitch! That's my hoe my wife you talking about.
Yeah, let's not get into people doing whatever they want to do.
Just don't let them bust up in there like that, Princess. You good.
Actually,
You good.
I gotta drop. I'll let y'all later. I might be.
All right,
All
appreciate the convo, brother.
All right.
Take it easy, dog. I came up here with all the smoke for my man's. Why he gotta go so fast?
Yeah, well, he was getting the smoke all morning,
smoke.
probably.
He didn't want that big girl smoke.
He want to live in a feelings-based society, and that's not cool.
If you riding on emotions, all you're gonna find yourself in is just a downward spiral that's never ending.
Yep, people gonna manipulate the hell out of you.
Thank you. So yeah, he probably came across a few big girls or two that probably rejected him, shut him down, told him that he didn't.
That's not.
And it is genetic. It is genetic, but it is also a choice to be the size that you are.
Yeah, I'm a bigger girl. And I'm short, so it doesn't look right on me. And I know that it doesn't look right on me, but I'm not going to go push myself on somebody that doesn't want me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to make somebody accept me because it's not their preference. And I'm not going to call them and say, oh, you're a hater. And they're like, no. So I'm like, if I know that a certain mate or like I want a certain thing, I would like to match that. Now that comes with like learning. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to force myself.
I was just saying.
I was speaking on the unhealthy. He was like, we're unhealthy in America. And I was like, that's by choice. They don't, they're small over there in third world countries because they don't have the type of food we got here. They don't have the abundance of food.
Hey, listen, y'all show your love
food than we do. I mean, we have no minerals in our soil. It's raped. It's freaking hybrid stuff, GMO. Like we have so much crap here. They have a lot of pure stuff. They don't even want. I was talking to my friend. She was like, I can't even bring seeds back from Jamaica because I worked at FedEx. They have restrictions on what you can and what you cannot bring back here.
Yeah, and see, that's a whole nother thing. In America, it's weird. You got to have a license. They won't even let you do game hunting anymore without a license. You have to pay and get a regulation license for that for fishing, and a lot of the farms and stuff like that shut down and are highly regulated. But listen,
it's cost
so that I can get some healthy food. Will y'all help me get some healthy food? Hit the Cash App, $ Israel Mills. I've been working hard. I need to get healthy food, so I need some Cash Apps. $ Israel Mills. Hit the Cash App. Let your boy. I want to be able to shop at Whole Foods. I want to be able to shop at Earth Wind. What's it? Earth Wind and
It costs to be healthy in varieties of ways. It does not cost to be healthy. I take that back.
Yeah, but show your love through the Cash App so I can be healthy. So I don't have to look like barbecue sauce. He said we look like barbecue sauce. I don't want to look like barbecue sauce. I want to eat a healthy meal. Can y'all hit the Cash App and help me way out? I don't want to look like a brisket.
I can't take
Here's the thing.
Looking
right?
like a smoked brisket.
I don't want to look like smoked brisket.
yum.
Can I get
What's wrong with smoked brisket? Hold
Yeah,
on.
Ruthless Shoe, we doing bad over here. Can
Hey, there's some people who like
you see all the
brisket.
money? Hey, yo, you see all the money going in the background? Can y'all hit the Cash App?
What you talking
We
about?
put some brisket in the back.
Hell
Look,
yeah,
show
I'm
some
gonna
love
put
through
that
the Cash
rub
App.
on
Show
there.
your love. I want to eat healthy.
Yeah,
I
put
want to
all
eat
that rub on there, put all that sauce on there, let that motherfucker smoke for about 9 to 10 hours. Hell yeah. What you talking about?
Hey, I appreciate that. And listen. Hey, Money Penny, thank you. Thank
That
you
was
for the
me.
love. It starts somewhere. I don't know what. Hey, listen, you can't even get nothing on earth for $1 no more, but I appreciate you giving me because you didn't have to give me nothing. So thank you for the $1. I do appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm gonna need a little bit more than $1, y'all, in the Cash App to get some healthy food. Because like you can't even, they don't even have a $1 menu at McDonald's no more. Y'all notice that?
Yeah,
There
they
ain't no
took
$1
away the
millionaires
dollar
no more.
menu.
Huh? Fast J1 said bullshit. Intermittent fasting is free.
Yeah.
Hey yo, hey listen, when I was coming up, I had no choice but the intermittent fast. We was broke.
Oh my word.
Hey, did y'all get the same government call or are y'all calling each other? What the hell is going on over here? What's going on? Both of them on the phone.
We
What
need
the
a,
hell?
we need a
Are they
phone.
calling each other? They got the same government call. What's happening?
That
Oh,
Obama
shit.
phone.
Hey, are we about to go to war, y'all? Y'all got the same government call? What happened?
Hold
Y'all
on,
got the call at the same damn time. Oh shit.
If he get the B-bag call, that's on him. Nah.
Hey, Ruthless, listen, my polo don't got nothing to do with what I need to eat today, okay?
Damn,
Y'all
you
can hit the
trying to
Cash
have
App,
that.
show your love through the Cash App, $ Israel Mills, and help your boy get a healthy meal. See, I thought y'all was black folks that love to see the community eat well and be well. Come on.
We was
Hey,
trying
yo.
to have a diplomatic conversation yesterday over there on JP. Ruthless militant motherfucking ass. He wanted to build moats and he wanted to build castles, put soldiers, crocodiles, dragons, piranhas. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's my brother, though. That's my brother, though.
That's
Hey,
Ruthless. Y'all know how Ruthless do. Y'all know how Ruthless do. Ruthless
he
got
was
some
to be
different
militant as hell. I'm like that. I still got.
I mean, we
I still
gotta.
got the notes from last
We
night.
might need to get militant. We need structure. We need
All right, well, I
code
think
of
that it
conduct.
starts. Wait, I think that it starts with a healthy meal. So y'all hit the Cash App and help me. Y'all hit the Cash App and help your brother get a healthy meal, right? I don't want to look like baked barbecue sauce and like a brisket. So show your love through the Cash App and let me get some fruits and vegetables. I can't get it with $1. I just got hit with $1.
You can go
I
get
don't know
some
what that
seeds
was
with $1.
You can't even get seeds. She just told you, wife school done told you they don't let you bring seeds in America no more. Real talk, they don't let you bring seeds.
So you go replant them. You grow your own.
So you just grab it out the apple and then you take it.
Yeah, I mean,
something else.
Yeah, you can do that.
It's not that people can't eat healthy; they choose not to eat healthy.
Thank you. That's the.
I grew up in the hood. I grew up next to Jules, Osco's, Dominic's, Leamington Foods, all of that. They just bypass the produce section.
Nah, you know how much healthy food is nowadays. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Costs a grip
Them be the
nowadays,
same
yo.
people
No,
at
it's
the.
you gotta change your mindset. You gotta change your mindset.
Healthy food costs a grip. Listen, that's why y'all gotta hit that Cash
No,
App.
I don't. What it is, what costs the grip is eating a lot. That costs the grip. How about you eat lower the amount of meals you eat and eat healthy? How about that?
I mean, that's true, but it costs a grip. Listen, they say that you're supposed to snack like you smoke. They said the best way to keep your weight
get
down
you some carrots,
is to eat
get
smaller
you some broccoli.
smaller meals along the day. Hey, carrots ain't even a real fruit. Do you know that carrots ain't no real fruit or vegetable? That's some shit they invented. Carrots ain't for real.
It's still healthier than eating that fried chicken.
No.
Yeah.
They took. Oh Lord, Rufus. You see how they took America? That's how you have to take back the black community. Oh Lord, Lord. Lord.
You can.
Can you have a secret meeting or something? Do you have
we got
to
a
put the brand out on
kumbaya.
my
That's the
channel?
only way we're gonna win over these people by kumbayaing it. That's the only way we're gonna win over them.
And you have to make it look attractive.
Hold on,
You
can
have
we
to make
have
it
a
look
secret
attractive.
meeting or something? Do you have to put all the blueprint on my channel? Like,
Dig this. So I can give you a health update. My birthday is February 23rd.
Yo, Pisces, that's why I know I like you. My birthday is February 27th. My God.
My motherfucking man.
My guy. That's why I knew you was my guy. Go ahead.
Hold up, I thought the manosphere don't believe in the zodiac.
No, we not manosphere. Why y'all keep coming with this manosphere shit? I'm not manosphere. I'm a man.
I'm just joking. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Thank you, brother. Bucket 88.
I had to put that one in there because of the manosphere people. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm not manosphere. Just for the record, I'm just on YouTube and I happen to be a man and a black man.
That's how I am.
Bucket 88. Get you some White Castles. No, that's not healthy, Bucket 88. But thank you, sir. Listen, hey, throw that cash app, throw the money in the cash app, y'all, so I can get me a good meal. I appreciate y'all.
On my
cash
birthday,
app
I found out years ago that I suffer from something called myocardial ischemia. The best way to explain it is the valves and the veins in your heart look like this, mine look like this. Oh, and I'm thinking that it was just like, damn, is it just too much cholesterol? No, it's just a fucking condition I got. Wow. So on my birthday this year, I woke up and like my whole entire vision, like this wall behind me is tan. I got brown varnished hardwood floors. Everything was gray and white to me. And I'm like, fuck. And my heart rate was slow as hell. I couldn't do shit to get my shit back up. I went to the doctor. I was damn near having a heart attack. I'm only 34 fucking years old. This would have been my third heart attack in my life. You see what I'm saying? Wow. So I went to the gym. I had a conscientious spiritual conversation with God. I said, God, if you give me another chance, I'm gonna be right. I went to the gym the next day. I weighed 272. No, sorry, take it back. I weighed 320 pounds.
Wow.
Here we are today. What's today's date? This is
17th of April.
I weigh 270 pounds.
Yo, congratulations, brother. Yo, wow, my brother lost mad weight. Yo, wow, salute to you.
That boy is good.
Awesome.
That boy is good.
It ain't easy, and it's not like I ever looked at weight loss or being healthy as a hard thing, because I used to box, I played football, I was in the military. I know how to be underweight, but my mindset and what I was going through controlled my eating habits. So once I realized, like I had to look at this shit like, man, I want to be here for my kids, bro. I want to be.
Wait, but hold on. You lost 50 pounds in less than 3 months, right? I mean, less than 3 months, really. So March, April. So shit, in less than 2 months, you lost 50 pounds. How'd you do it?
Water fasting, primarily sticking to a water diet. I got away from sugar, got away from bread, got away from salt, got away from fast foods. I still have my little snacks just to treat myself because I don't have a cheat day. Like for today, my little cheat snack is like these little Laffy Taffies. I just had 3 of them, right? Okay. So that's my cheat for the day. I'm still gonna stick to my water.
I'm gonna mute you real quick, Crown Heights, while he's talking, and then I'm gonna let you come back up. I'm gonna mute you real quick. Go ahead.
I stick to clean meats. I stick to clean.
What's clean meats? So
clean meats is like
nothing fried.
There you go. Nothing fried, nothing high in trans fat or added fat, derivative fat stuff.
Right.
Like that. So if I eat a steak, I'm not gonna get a steak with a whole ton of fat on it. I'm still have some fat on it. But not a whole bunch of ton of fat. I don't eat any fried foods. I don't eat any foods like just and this small change. And also I'm starting to take more vitamins and shit like that, because I was just like, oh, I'm 34 years old. In 6 years I'm gonna be fucking 40. I gotta get my life back. You see what I'm saying? My natural weight when I was boxing was 205. When I was in the military, my natural weight was like 210.
How tall are you? Like 6'1"?
I'm 5'11".
You're 5'11". Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm taller than you. You look taller than me on screen. I'm taller than you, and I'm older than you, and you look older than me too. So that's crazy. No,
hey man, I've been getting that all my life. Especially like I was looking back at pictures of like back when I'm in my vet days. Back in my military days, back in my boxer days. I was huge as shit, and I'm not blaming this on my life choices. But after I went through some things in my life, I started looking at, and you can tell when you're gaining weight. Just look at your face. Your face tell it all.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I was just like,
but congratulations to you, fam. That's real good, man. That's some good stuff. Hey, yo, real quick. J1 said it's a general statement, not literally. And the fact remains that if you are a woman, the convo is very different when your cute ass ain't around compared to other races of men. This is light love. Okay, he must have been talking somebody thing. My bad. Yeah, hey, yo, what up? Crown Heights, you there? You there with us, Crown Heights? Oh, okay. What's
what
good,
up,
family? I know you wanted to add to the conversation. How you doing, fam?
No. I just heard you guys talking about health stuff, and since I have an MD after my name, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in.
Yes, Dr.
Oh,
Dr. Crown Heights, please
Right,
let us
right.
know. Hey, the lucid experience, I'm 6'1". I'm basically 6'1". Go ahead, Crown Heights. What's going on,
Listen,
man?
I just wanted to tell dude, congratulations, man, because the biggest thing that you have to worry about as a black person in this country at this time is diabetes. And
Diabetes.
losing weight is one of the best ways to beat diabetes. What people don't understand, especially with the whole thing with the COVID and all that stuff, was diabetes was the thing that took a lot of people out, because it attacks every single system of the human body. So shout outs to you for losing all that weight, because that in turn puts you at a lower risk. And because we are people of color, we are very much typically at a higher risk for diabetes, which puts us at risk for stroke, heart attack, kidney failure, all that stuff. But what was more concerning to me was that you were saying that you're in your 30s and you've had 2 heart attacks already.
So my first heart attack I was 22 years old. No,
dude, that's not normal.
No, it wasn't 22. It was 26. So I was 26 years old. I got into an altercation in Texas. I'm not gonna go over the details. And when I woke up in the hospital, they was like, "Bro, your heart was just basically like this." You know what I'm saying? So I was eating a lot of unhealthy foods, a ton of salt, a ton of candy, a ton of bullshit, and just from that was my first. My second instance, it came out of nowhere. Everything went black around me. I had trouble breathing. This was when I was 29. So I was like, something is wrong with my health. This is when I figured out when I went to the hospital, they told me that I have myocardial ischemia.
Yeah, but bigger than that, you need to go see a cardiologist, bro. That's not normal. That's not. You need to get that worked up. You need to get that worked up. Seriously, and I mean that on everything. You need to get that worked up. That's why I came on. That's why I came on board, because you said 30 plus with 2 heart attacks. That's not normal. You gotta get that. You gotta get that checked out. And I would not like to see you get checked out of this world. Honestly.
Yeah, no doubt. We need you here. We need you here, Cellulite.
Let me tell you what happened. What was going through my mind, and I was sitting in my chair in my living room. I was like, "Dog, I can call people." Because, like, what if I'm just having a panic attack or something like that? But the thing that was tripping me out was the loss of color in my vision. I can explain low heart rate. I can explain all this, that, and the other. The loss of color in my vision, I was just like, why the fuck is everything gray and white? Not just a regular white, a bright white. Like everything was bloomed up. So I was sitting there and I was trying to make a decision. Do I call an ambulance? Do I call my parents? Do I call my family? But I don't want to worry nobody. So I made a decision. I was like, all right, I'm going to close my eyes. If I don't wake up, cool. If God wake me up, I'm going to make a change. And that's when I took my ass to the gym. And I was like, let me just go in here and start, working out and stuff like that. My sister was like, do not start lifting weights. She's like, the first thing you need to do, you need to jump on the elliptical and you need to hit that treadmill. She's like, you don't need to do nothing but just cardio. That's it. Don't do no heavy lifting. So I was like, all right, cool. And I started doing that every day. And then I just start seeing the weight come off. Then I start changing how I eat. And then I start seeing more weight come off. Now I start feeling better. Not to go too TMI, but I start feeling better everywhere. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, I should have did this a long fucking time ago. But it was that stagnation, that stagnant depression that I was sitting in. That I was just sitting here eating myself into a hole because I felt bad for myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Crown Heights, I don't know if you heard earlier, but that's the thing I was so certain too, is we got to start talking to ourselves and having positive self-talk and really feeling good about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And it branches out to all other things, right? If you feel good, you do good. If you do good, you know what I'm saying? If you look good, you feel good, you do good, and your life will be better. So the thing about it is, I agree with B Magic about the work. We got to do the work. At the same time, we do have to start feeling good about ourselves. What do you say about that, Crown Heights?
Again, I'm in the medical field, so when you start talking about feelings and stuff, I'm just like, in the back of my head. But back to what he was saying, the thing that's a little bit concerning to me is that loss of vision, because again, that turns into it's multifactorial. So you're talking about your heart, you're talking about your eyes. That's something that's hitting a lot of things at one time, and that's why I'm saying you need to get that worked up. So I'm just putting my 2 cents out there, but. If you were my family member, like on some real shit. If you were my family member, I would be like, yo, I need you to go see somebody.
Yeah,
Hands
we
down.
appreciate
I
that.
don't mean anything bad behind that.
Oh no, you
No,
good.
we appreciate you for sure. Hey,
Yeah,
yo, Princessa said, you are the one that mentioned I should accept some of these offers. Now that I am, you clowning? No, Princessa, I wish you the best with your white man. Hey, God bless you, and y'all have a perfect swirl reunion. Hey, God bless you.
I mean, I
Hey,
wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the swirl. So I'm gonna
hey,
be
see,
honest.
look at you have B Magic. Listen, you create beautiful
And according
brothers
to
like B
Israel,
Magic.
I'm special. So
Yeah, he's special. See, beautiful brothers like B Magic. And he's looking like the last dragon. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Timac from the last dragon. Are you the master? I am. Okay. Hey, I'm about to run 4 miles. This is what does say. I'm about to run 4 miles on my lunch break. No excuses. Positive talk is super important. Yeah, it does, no doubt.
Most definitely.
Positive
I had a question for the doc. There's always talk in the community about hypertension. Is there a cure for hypertension, or once you get hypertension, that's it? It's like you got to take medication for the rest of your life.
It depends on what kind of hypertension you're talking about. If it's familial,
Oh, it's different. I didn't know it was different type. I didn't know it was different types.
It depends on, like, if you have a strong family history. Sorry, I'm driving, so
Yeah.
if you have a strong family history, there's a good chance. Like, I have a friend who's a colleague. He's actually a doctor, and doctors make the worst patients. And this guy has a running blood pressure of, and this is normal. Running blood pressure for him is 180 over like 100, and that's not normal at all. But he hates to take the medication because it gives him side effects of, you know, not being able to perform with the ladies or whatever. I'm like, dude, you gotta this high blood pressure literally is a silent killer. Why? Because the human body requires little blood vessels to work very well. So everywhere you see that's important in the human body has little blood vessels: the eyes, the brain, the heart, the GI tract, the kidneys, the lungs. Once you start breaking down those little blood vessels, you're running into some serious trouble. And hypertension is a huge risk factor for strokes. And I literally work with patients that have strokes. And I am telling you, I do not want to see any of you guys debilitated like a patient that has a stroke, because man, it does bad things to you. So as far as that hypertension thing, you need to keep on that medication as much as possible. But the best thing for that is exercise, especially if you can keep your weight down and you have a low sodium diet. That's putting you in the right direction. But if it is that you can't control that blood pressure without medication, you need to take that shit, because it's not about you at that point. If you have kids, if you have family that you take care of, you need to be taking that medication because you need to be taking care of them. So
That sounds like this.
You have to listen to John Hyde, because I used to work in the hospital as well, and I worked in the OR. So you're seeing the insides of people. You're seeing the strokes. And when you're like, they say, well, we need that stroke card now, because it's minutes dealing with those issues. And it's just not a pretty thing to see that sawing your cranium off so they can get that blood clot out of your head. It's very gruesome.
But this is no new. I'm pretty sure that they've been fighting this, especially in the black community. They've been fighting this issue for decades. This is no new information. People choose to be, they proud of who they are. They big, black, and beautiful. They want to be, they proud of the food that they eat. They take pride in these things. So this is why he don't want to have this feelings-based conversation, the doctor, because he got to deal with reality. The reality is people don't change until they choose to change. When they make that choice to change, that's when they truly change. You could talk to them until they blue in the face. They got to see that bottom coming up. Life almost got to slap them in the face almost for them to make that choice. Until then, they big, black, and beautiful, and you can't tell them nothing different.
But that's why they got to talk to themselves positively too. Love the
They in the mirror. They big, black, and beautiful. That's what they talking to.
Go ahead, Crown Heights.
Yeah, but the problem with that though is that by the time it actually manifests something. So like if somebody comes in with a stroke or a heart attack because of high blood pressure, it's too late. It's already too late. Like you can't rebuild myocardial tissue. You can't rebuild brain tissue, brain matter. You can't rebuild a new kidney or a new liver. You understand me? Like you can't wait until this stuff. That's why I am so big on telling people that you need to go see the doctor. Just because, even though you're feeling good, go see the doctor. Just get an annual checkup. Everything is fine. Or even better, get yourself a little the portable blood pressure monitor and monitor that shit every week.
Every
like
day.
You don't want to wait. You don't want to wait until you see me, because by the time you see me, it's too late.
Yeah.
It's too
Are there certain drinks or certain things that you could eat that could reduce your risk of stroke or heart attack or hypertension? What are some foods that you could suggest that are
Exercise
good?
and eating healthy.
Wait, hold on. But what are some
Just-
exact foods that you could suggest though?
Green leafy vegetables,
Mhm.
low sodium diet,
Mhm.
high water intake.
Mhm.
Stay off the red meats. A lot of
Mhm.
black people love the red meats, the stuff that tastes good. 9 times out of 10, if something tastes good, 9 times out of 10, it's usually bad for you.
Damn, man.
Why you gotta put so many things in one category, sir?
Wait, go ahead. You said what
No,
about
but
sweets?
it's true. Like
Wait,
it's
what did he
true.
say about
How dare
sweets?
you?
Wait,
He's
what
telling
Mike?
the truth.
Okay. What'd you say, Crown Heights, about sweets? What'd you say?
Most things that are good tasting are bad for you. So sugar, salt, like rich, like greasy stuff, like pastas and all the stuff that black people typically like to eat, like rice, like heavy red meat and that kind of stuff is typically bad for you.
And look, y'all gonna have to help me. Go ahead. Y'all gonna have to help me hit my Cash App so I could get some of this leafy stuff that he talking about. I don't
Dude,
know
I
where to
just
get
hit
it
your
from.
Cash App.
Hit my
I just
Cash
hit your
App.
Cash App.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it yet. Did you spell it right? I didn't get it yet.
What you mean?
It's ISREALMILLZ. I didn't get it. I'm not saying that you didn't do it. I didn't get it, Crown Heights. I appreciate it though.
I just sent it. My bad.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I
All
got
right,
it now. Thank you, Crown Heights. I appreciate you, man. Salute to you. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, salute to you, brother. But they know this. What you just said, they know. They know to eat their leafy vegetables. They know not to add butter onto their steak. They know to eat little to no red meat. They know they need to be working out. They know all this information. This is nothing that the average person in the United States of America do not know.
Yes, but you still have to acknowledge that it is also a food addiction as well. So it has been studied in lab rats about certain things that when you intake it, it is like a form of an addiction. And also, it's true that we probably don't know, but we do have a food addiction. And there's people. I went to a conference when I was getting an award for my business. That people, they're saying they have projections. It's like, oh, we have 10 million people on diabetes, but by the year 2035, we're projected to be 50 billion. So they already know what they're projecting on
You
how
know,
people being sick. So they
what?
just, it's
You know what
horrible.
is another form of addiction? Working out. You know that there's people addicted to working out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's you choose your own addictions. You can yes, you do get to choose. Everything in your life is a choice and a decision.
Okay, well, that's
And
not easy for people to break. You have to.
I didn't say it was easy. Did I say life was easy? Did
But
anybody
the
over
way
here
you're
say life
saying
was
it
easy?
the way you're saying it is like they can
It's
just
the
do it.
same way a parent should talk to their children. The same exact way. This is why people don't like going to doctors, because doctors are firm and they'll be like, no, you just need to stop fucking eating this shit. And that's the reason why people don't like going to
There's very
doctors.
few doctors who will come out their mouth and just say it to you like that. They want to give you the kind way. They bedside manner.
And then you run away from them doctors.
Nah,
I'm
so
not
Yeah.
like the doctors that's gonna kick me in my shit. Like, bro, listen, you know.
Hey, bro, this is it.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, my motto is you can either pay me now or you can pay me later. If you pay me now, it's gonna be easier. If you pay me later, it's gonna be more. So if it is that you want to wait on this hypertension or the blood sugar or whatever, you're gonna pay me more later. I'm gonna end up taking your leg. I'm gonna end up taking an eye. I'm gonna end up taking a part of your body. Or you can start doing right, and that's what I'm saying. Pay me now or pay me later. Either you can listen to me now, or you're gonna have to pay for it later.
I'm listening, fam. Listening.
That's what I'm saying. So
I
it's
like every
easy.
piece of my body. I want to keep.
Yeah, I want everything I came with to go with me. I don't.
Everything.
I don't want no eye missing on the leg.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. But that's again, that's the things that you guys got to watch out for is hypertension and diabetes. Those things do not show up. You don't feel it. It's not bad. This, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, they're going to come back and bite you. And by
like
the time it bites you, it's too late. So don't even do that.
And then, like he
If you
said,
know it
the
runs in your
most
family, if you know it runs in your family, you should be doing everything in your power to make sure you don't have it. My grandfather died from stroke, and he had dementia as well. I'm doing everything in my power to stay, keep my weight down. Same thing is true for my grandmother. My father has hypertension. My grandmother had hypertension. It runs in my family. So I have a little portable hypertension monitor, and I check it every week. I have a little book, and I can monitor my scores.
How is it like? Is it kind of with the hypertension monitor? Is it like a blood thing that they do, like a prick, or is it kind of like
no? It's a blood cup.
It's the cup.
It's a cup.
Oh, it's a cup.
Yeah.
Does that check your blood pressure too, or is it a separate machine?
It takes three things. It takes the one that starts with an S.
Okay.
What's the one that starts with an S? It's the three digit one. It's like 120 or 100.
The systolic and the diastolic.
And then it's the diastolic. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the little one, you press the button and it takes it for you.
Wait, hold on. What's the diastolic? So which
the
one
diastolic is the one with the hypertension. It's like anything like above 80 is like pushing hypertension.
Okay.
So
I know because I'm on some medication and I gotta check my stuff every morning. And right now it's been over 80, so I got to get with my doctor and see if I'm still going to be able to take this medication or not.
So systolic is not the bad number. The bad number is the bottom number. The bottom number usually tells that the heart is hard. And what I'm saying is over time, because hypertension is what they call a quiet killer, your heart starts to try to compensate for that hypertension over time. But by the time it gets to the heart itself hardens too much, there's nothing that you can do, and then by that point it's too late.
And so is that the atherosclerosis?
No, that's the remodeling of the wall of the heart.
Okay.
So people with hypertension, you would literally, if you were to take a cross section of their heart, you would see that they're, and that's a bad thing, because it means that your heart has to be much stronger to push against the high pressure of your veins, of your blood vessels outside in the body.
Okay.
So by the time your heart is hardened by that, it's too late.
That's why it's like nowadays, especially in the community, it's like you should get a physical, but the physical is not. You really need to be going to see, like, doing checks on like your arteries, like how strong your arteries are, what condition they are in, how strong your heart is. Do you have a irregular heart rhythm? Like, all these things are more prevalent to our community than other forms of communities. But do we have the insurance where people can go to the cardiologist and get all these tests?
Listen, man.
That goes into success again.
In the past 2 years, I have seen more death in my lifetime because of that bug than anything else. And then the main cause of that problem was because people didn't take care of themselves. Had it been that people were exercising, I guarantee you it wouldn't have been that bad. But there are so many people that do not exercise in our community. It like that bug ran through our community. My grandmother passed away from it. Like I'm telling you, man, it's. I really don't want to see any of you guys end up in a sticky situation simply because it was something that you could have avoided.
Like when it comes to like the 80-20.
Yeah, no doubt. Thank you, man. I appreciate you crying eyes for sure.
When it comes to like the 80-20, the 80% is actually the working out. It's not even really the food. The food is what you should do too. But if you just work out and get your weight under control, it'll alleviate so many health issues.
But I think the food does have a part, like to Wife School's point, like fast food is an addiction. Like you know what I'm saying?
It is. I'm not
like
I'm
me,
not denying
I do have a fast because I don't smoke, I don't drink. But
let's take
fast food got
accountability.
me
You
because
got
Yeah,
to
I
the
deal
always
with
food
be
that.
is
fast
very
food got me because
important.
I
You
always be
need
on
to
the go.
feed
You
You got to
your
understand?
deal with that.
muscles that you're ripping apart. You have to put it back in the form of nutrition and recover and sleep and get all the
Hey,
things you don't
hey,
do, and like you have to rebuild that on a cellular level, which the food does contribute to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I'm not a
yep.
yeah,
doctor, but I try to
You
read
got to
on it.
deal with it. Got to deal with it.
What you
but
say, Crown Heights?
the problem with American society is that the portions are too big.
Yeah, we
If
eat
you
too
go
much.
anywhere else, if you go anywhere to another country, literally a large drink is like
It's a
half the
kid's
size of
cup.
what it is that we consume. And
Mm.
it's because one, we're not exercising, and two, we're putting in so much calories into
Mm.
our body. Our bodies are trying desperately to either change this material into something else or store it, and storing it turns into fat. Changing it into something else 9 times out of 10 will turn into either some sort of calcification with atherosclerosis or whatever, and that's not
Mm.
what that's not where you want to be.
Yeah.
No
So
doubt.
Yeah.
if you really have let me if I was to say one thing today, you have 7 days in the week, right?
Mhm.
7.
Mm-hmm.
2 days out of the week you can cheat. 5
Mm.
days out of the week keep it clean.
Yeah.
That will help a lot with your portion control. Keep it clean for the 5 days and then cheat for the weekend if you want to.
Gotcha.
And
Got to make a choice.
you just going cold turkey and just being like, yeah, I'm gonna go hardcore in the gym. I'm gonna go on a diet. I'm 9 times out of 10 within a month that's done.
Thank you.
Like
So yeah.
I tell people, just show up to the gym or just do something. Make it a habit first before you actually go hard on it. You got to make it a habit of showing up to the gym and then get on the treadmill. I got
Some people
somebody
don't like
who
going
works
to the
out.
gym.
I'll say this, and I've noticed, I've seen this, and also my sister, she's a physical guru. She got 5 different businesses, all dealing with fitness. And what she told me was, and it kind of reminded me back in my boxing days. What she told me was like, you gotta first, if you don't have a strong cardio system, everything else is just failed. You just might as well just forget about everything else. And that's why she was like, you got to get your cardio back up. And she was like, also when it comes to the food, you got to make sure that you're eating clean, because if your body takes too long to digest something, you're just defeating yourself, right? So you got to eat the foods that your body can easily digest, and make sure you get the correct nutrients from. You can be eating something that has absolutely no nutritional value to you whatsoever, and now you're just eating wasteful food. This is what bad.
Empty calories.
Yeah,
Empty calories. Yeah.
and the other biggest thing, and this is a big victory to myself. I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 19. I
Mm.
gave up smoking.
No,
I gave up. Well, hold on.
no.
Well, listen, watch this. I gave up smoking 3 years ago, and now I'm smoking vapes. But
This is bad.
Oh no, this vapes are still bad. Hold on, wait. Don't get me wrong.
I've seen people on the surgery
Hey,
table
hold on. Let him finish.
for vaping.
Let him finish real quick, y'all. Let him finish. Go
I
ahead.
want to speak
All
to
right.
I want to speak to the addiction aspect. The reason I said all this when it comes to addiction is I know vaping is bad for me. It's nowhere near healthy, just like cigarettes wasn't healthy. It's a hard addiction to break, and working in Detroit Rescue Mission for about 10 years and seeing 300 different people come in, day out, every day, and seeing the addictions that they was battling. I know it's hard to break addiction. I could just tell you this: if anyone who's suffering from an addiction and wants to get a way out, you have to put yourself first. You have to first acknowledge that you have the addiction. If you don't acknowledge that you got the addiction, all you're gonna do is just keep doing the same thing that you're doing. Once you can acknowledge it, then you can start coming up with a plan. My plan to quit smoking cigarettes was I was cutting it down. I was smoking 2 packs a day, especially when I got in the military. It was bad. But when I got out, and especially after I made some difficult decisions in my life, I cut down to a pack. Then I cut down to 5. Then I cut down to 1 day. And then I just quit all cold turkey altogether. Now, it wasn't easy, though, because this is a lot of things that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to addiction. Withdrawals, especially from nicotine. It's hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. The headaches, the attitudes, the cravings, the urges, it's just like any other addiction. But with nicotine, I could just speak from experience of, I had to make sure my attitude was in order before I even interacted with certain people, especially with my children, because I would just snap on anybody for no reason, all because I just needed some nicotine in my life. when I realized that, all right, cool, I'm having an urge and I can't really fight it too bad, that's when I started vaping. Now I know that it's not good for me, but I ain't smoking cigarettes though. I'm still not smoking cigarettes.
We gotta get you off the vape too, but
oh yeah,
it starts somewhere.
Coming off the vapors is the next big thing for me because these lungs, I need these lungs to breathe.
No doubt.
But
Okay, let me say
food is different though. I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, congratulations to you to quitting the actual smoking, because that decreases your risk of lung cancer and most types of cancers. Nicotine is more addictive than anything you can get on the street except fentanyl. But it is more addictive than most things, and I don't even understand how it is that the nicotine itself is legal. But it is, I understand fundamentally. I've seen numerous people go through this. It is hard. It's a very hard thing to kick. That being said, if it is that you're worried about your blood pressure, nicotine is one of those things that clamps down your blood vessels. So it is literally going to make your blood pressure issues worse. So I applaud you for kicking the actual smoking, because again, you have seriously decreased your risk for cancer, and that's a huge thing. But in the same token, don't stop there. If you instead of vaping, I would suggest that you wear patches, the patch on your shoulder, or something like bupropion or one of those other medications to kind of help you with kicking the habit altogether.
You want to know what I did? I made a mistake. I was wearing the patch one day and I forgot I was wearing the patch, and I went to light up a cigarette and my ass had a nicotine overdose. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? And I forgot I had the patch on. I forgot I had that motherfucker on.
Yeah, that will happen.
Hey, yo, I want to give y'all a chance. Go ahead.
Sorry,
Kyle.
last thing. If instead of if I had to have an alternative between smoking and weed, I tell people all the time, I can't as a physician suggest that you smoke weed, but I can also say it's a much better alternative than
cigarettes.
Than cigarettes.
Yeah.
If you got to choose. So take that with a grain of salt. If you have to deal with an addiction and you have to deal with the coming down off of the nicotine, maybe you might have to do weed for a little bit and then transition off of cold turkey, just stop.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to let y'all say y'all last words. I'm about to close out, man. I appreciate y'all. Yo, thank you, B Magic, for sharing, being vulnerable. Thank you to Cellulite Podcast for being vulnerable and sharing, man. We appreciate y'all. And thank you for your expertise, Crown Heights. I appreciate you. And you as well, the Wife School Podcast. I appreciate y'all expertise. Y'all can put your channels in there. But I want you to go ahead, B Magic. Go ahead and say your last words, man. Thank you very much, always, family.
I appreciate the time. I appreciate everybody on the panel. All I'm gonna say is, for me, moving the needle in the Black community, or however y'all want to put it, whatever it is. Some people don't say it's a community, but for me, moving the needle, the talk has already been talked. If the talk ain't about action to me, then we wasting more decades. How many decades gonna go by of us just wasting decades? The people that are doing good, y'all continue to do good, but we can't forget about those people who aren't doing good either, though. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to it, within this spectrum of the United States, we still seen as a people, even if we don't want to accept those people. So my feelings-based arch nemesis just popped up. All right.
I guess he wants his last word. I appreciate you, B Magic. Thank you, man. Yo, y'all hit the Cash App, support the show, show y'all love. Thank you, man. Hey, so Cellulite, what say you, fam? What say you? Oh, okay. Oh, go ahead, Dusto. I guess you want to say some last words. What say you, Dusto?
Yeah, my last words is this: managing don't operate off emotions or let emotions manage you. Learn how to manage your emotions and manage the emotions of others. People are sensitive. People are emotional, and it's normal. We're not robots. Yes, you have to handle your business and be able to conduct yourself and handle business as a man or as a woman. But the management of emotions and the connections and the proper communication is what puts people back together, leads people, creates a more positive environment. It's the opposite of what you see right now. That's all I got.
I appreciate you, Dust,
Oh, and
man.
y'all
Thank
get
you.
your fat asses in the gym.
No doubt.
That's it.
Thank you, man. Hey, yo, Cellulite, what's up? What say you, fam? I know you're getting mad calls right now.
I'm so glad that he said manage emotions, because that was one of the things that we talked about in my notes last night when we was talking about like-minded people and bringing positivity back into communities. One of the things we talked about was managing emotions. I know it's not something that's very popular to talk about, but definitely need to get your emotions checked. The last thing I would like to add is, hey, people, if anybody who watched this on replay, or for those that's in now, for y'all that's on the panel, you heard Doc say it yourself. If you're not willing to pay later, if you're not willing to pay much more later, and you want to pay much less now, go ahead and get your health together, man. We all got to be here for our children, for our family, for our loved ones. We know who depends on us, but if we don't take care of ourselves, can't nobody take care of us. If we don't take care of ourselves, you see what I'm saying? We're gonna have to be dependent on a breathing tube and wires, and don't nobody want to be. Period. I'm very grateful to God for giving me the opportunity to be able to share my experience and the blessing that He has done for me, and hopefully someone else picks up on it and they be able to take it and be like, you know what, I just need to do something. I mean, like my sister said, she was like, you don't have to go super nutritional, just do something, just get up and move. She's like, just keep yourself she's like, just start out with 5K steps a day. Now I'm up to 20K a day.
All right.
Salute to you, fam.
And that's not because of a hardcore mindset. I look at my children. I'm not gonna get emotional. I look at my children. I see when their eyes light up, and I see how big those smiles get, and I see how they run to me with big, wide open arms. And also look at my father, who was born in 1955, and how he himself, he's deteriorating because of the same problems that I have now. And not saying this is nothing against him or anyone else that haven't made the decision, but if today is your day to make that decision to go do something about your health, do it. No one is going to judge you for doing something better for yourself. Never. I'm not.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Salute to you always. Thank you for supporting. I see you guys. Yo, y'all subscribe to my brother channel, Cellulite Podcast. He has his link in the description in the chat room. Y'all subscribe. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, family. Hey, the wife school, how you doing? I want to give you an opportunity to say your last words. How you doing? I appreciate you coming up.
I'm trying to write down everything.
Hey, the Most High, thank you for he said good talk and great show. Thank you.
I just enjoyed myself. Not trying to come in here and bombard you guys' space. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just sitting back and listening and seeing how our men are operating or what they need. You know what I'm saying? Makes a woman better, and to understand them more, what they have to face. You guys have to face a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just to be yourselves and also to operate like in this crazy world and our community. But I really enjoyed everything. The health thing, yes, that is something I've been really trying to get back to, and I think it's very important. So I'm just going to take that and apply it to my life. Thank you, Israel, for having me here, and just letting me hang out with you guys, and not causing any trouble, just to listen and to really enjoy you guys and what you have to say. So I really enjoyed myself today.
Thank you for coming out. We really appreciate you, and you're always welcome back. Thank you so much. Have a good one. I'll probably see you a little bit later. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, yo, my brother, Crown Heights from another mother. What's good, brother?
I'm here. I hope I didn't get down on people a little bit too hard, but every single patient that I've come across, they've always said they wish that they knew better after the fact. And my thing is, if I see somebody doing something wrong, a lot of times I just want to come out and just help them, because I can see down the road that something's going to run into problems. And there was something that my grandmother always used to say, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure.
No doubt.
So if it is that you really want to do better in your life, you don't have to do a lot. Just like Sailai was saying earlier. For me, I do 10 minutes of jump rope every morning, and it helps. It really does. It gets my cardio going. And like I said, the only thing that really prevented us or protected me against the bug was, just having a strong cardiovascular system.
Hey, Crown Heights, are your people from Trinidad, or are they from
Jamaica? Yeah, my people are from Trinidad. I was born in Trinidad as well.
Oh, word? My people from Trinidad too, man. That's crazy. My dad, at least.
I was there in Carnival.
Okay, no doubt.
2023. Yeah.
No doubt.
Shout outs to you. Thanks for having me. Much appreciated. continue. I love to see the growth that you're doing right now. I'm happy that Angry Man put you on, genuinely.
But thank you, man.
Because you're a good dude. You're a really good dude, and you're doing good work out here. So salute to you.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate all the love and support you give, man. Salute to you too, man. Thank you for your time. Peace. You're always welcome, family. Peace. Hey, man, it's been a great show. I appreciate y'all coming through. I appreciate y'all chilling with me. Yo, y'all could show your love through the Cash App, $ Israel Mills is greatly appreciated. Thank you to everybody that hit the Cash App. My brother Crown Heights, my brother Money Penny, I appreciate it. Hank the Basement hit the super chat. Cashmere Charles hit the super chat. J1 hit the super chat, and Greg Carter hit the super chat. Yo, man, thank y'all so much for the love and the support. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, Snuggles 68. Yeah, he's from Trinidad. Yo, and Wife School, thank you. We love you too. Hey, much love, much success. I pray y'all have a great day. I pray y'all learn something. It's something that can make your life better. I really learned something today, and I'm going to implement some things that I heard and learned as well. So this is for the way out. I appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. And like I said, help a brother get some healthy food, because healthy food costs some money. All right. Peace.
It don't matter what the situation. I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine. No matter what the situation, I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine.